You have to understand
What's going on, man? It's your boy M-I-Corleone, and it's the Learn As You Grow podcast, episode 2. And this week I spoke with my folks down in Broward County, Florida, and all that. And at first I didn't know what to expect, cause musically, my man Jabari was just, all over the place. He had bars, he had songs, he had whatever you needed, pretty much. He got. So I'm thinking like, all right, let's see the man. Let's talk to the man behind the music. So as I get to chatting with him, I realized that he never even really listened to hip hop until high school. And my man knows how to play every instrument. I mean, it's just so much that I learned, and this is the longest episode probably that we're gonna have. It's about 2.5, almost 3 hours long, and but buckle up, enjoy the ride, and enjoy the episode, man. It's about learning as you go, and then you learn as you grow. And then when you look back at everything, you be like, dang, it wasn't that hard after all, And this is more than just a music podcast. This is a business podcast. This is for my people out there who's trying to get their businesses off the ground. If there's any time to do it, now is the time to do it. And and then he has his his man that he works with hit me up. He comes in the podcast, and then I find out that he's just as talented as Jabari. So I'm like, dang, I got a 2-for-1 special here. So, we got to kick it for a minute, man. And like I say, I had to edit some stuff out. It was so much. We had over 3 hours. We could have easily went for the 10-banger probably. We just had so much to talk about as far as explaining my generation, our version of hip-hop, and how I was introduced to hip-hop at such a young age. We got to talk about whether or not he thinks that, hip-hop influenced him negatively in any way. And I just got to get him to answer some dope questions, man. That was just like, dang, he grew up in the church, he did this, he did that, but boy's a thorough dude. He does what he gotta do. And musically, I don't think a lot of people can sing, because he just got so many different styles. But we ain't gonna keep on talking about it and all that. But what we will talk about is, if you want to be on an episode of this The Learn As You Grow show, email me at, you ready? beatsbykilo.philly@gmail.com. Or you could just DM me. But you probably get better results if you email me. So get on there. We do this how we gotta do it, whether it's in person, if you're in the Philadelphia area, or if you're, wherever you're at, we get it done. And just hit me up, and make sure you got something going on, and make sure that you're working on a business, and make sure you're working on something positive to give back to these younger folks, man, because, Lord knows that I put enough negativity into the air. Excuse me. And, gotta bring it back with some positivity. So, with that being said, let's get into this. Episode 2, Learn as You Grow, the podcast with M-I-Corleone. Yeah, Yeah, this my man Jabari right here. Killing it. This girl must have did something to him. Yeah. Okay. Vocals are crazy. The beat's crazy. Now let's talk to the man. You ain't what that was been a couple relationships bonded in one or something, cause I'm like, dang, my boy was going in on that jump.
Yeah, that was real. Like, I had seen something. I'm gonna tell you a little quick story, but like, I seen some shit on Twitter, and like about that, like that person I was making the song about, and it was just like it struck me so hard because it was like, damn, like the fact that that's the image you want to portray because everybody knew we were together. You feel me? So that's the image. Like when you talk about such and such,
Hold on,
you feel me? Everybody knows you talk about.
You found out she was what?
Wait, hold on. I couldn't hear what you said. What you said?
You found out about the image. You seen a picture.
Shit speaking again.
You said what? The voice is fucked up?
It's tweeting. It sounds like you talking through gun static.
It's good?
Yeah, it sounds better now.
You said you saw a picture of her?
Nah. So it was some tweets she had tweeted. She had tweeted something that was like negative towards me. Yeah, and then I had like, you feel me? I was just actually that previous week I was speaking good about her. So my homeboy was like, "Yo, I know you don't follow her. I know you don't pay attention, but here I just think I should let you know this is that's how they're speaking on your name. So just there it is." And I was in the studio at the time, so I had just went in there and then just freestyled that shit. I just did that off. That's how it kind of, some of it like isn't even legible. Like I didn't say certain words just because it was a freestyle, one take, just energy. You feel me? That's why I just.
That's why I feel. Listen to my tracks. I got a song called and what's that song called? I got a song called "Forgive Me," and that is on the same type vibe. Cause the energy was so raw that like when I went into the booth on the last joint, you could tell that I was just going like 4 bars, bring it back, 4 bars, bring it back. I didn't even have to write it. You feel me? Like that more energy gives it so much more. But back then there wasn't as much as this was 2008. There wasn't too much vibes going on in mute and rap at the time. So the way that
so it was like that was kind of frowned upon to be vulnerable while in the hip hop scene type shit.
It was frowned upon, but that was my most people came up to me the most about that song. Like, yo, I fuck with that joint the most. Like you spilled your heart into that shit. That's what I should have kind of went more on that rap back then. But I guess it's hard to go left sometimes when everybody's going right. You feel me?
Yeah, that is true. That's but the thing about me. That's one thing I feel like I do so much to the point where it used to actually fuck up, like mess with my head. Like I used to be like, damn, bro, like this is like why is everything like so inverted? Like why is everybody able to just fit into this one, group and do all this and all this, just like little stuff like with style and dressing and going to school and all those shit like that. So I found that like it kind of replicated in my music. Like, damn, whenever I make music, I kind of want to like go and make a different type of like I just want to go
your
against the grain
style
more type shit. You feel
different
me? Like
because you got bars on some tracks, and then you can switch it up on like
to the
rock
melody shit.
type, or not even rock, like an alternative type. I don't even know the type genre. You know?
But me neither. That's the one. That's the one thing I'm really excited to hear. What are people
Yeah,
gonna define me as?
if I
Like,
was your manager, I wouldn't even know like what the check in the box. I'd have to like be like, yo, we need a couple boxes for this joint, like balls out of the box.
shit.
Like,
Hey man, shit. That shit stressed me out, bro. It stressed me out because it's like I don't even know my supporters like so much of my different styles. You feel me? So it's so hard to pick which one next, when to do it. Like I don't know, but it's
nah,
gonna
just
get done.
keep doing you. And whatever
Mm-hmm.
one they feel the most, that's you know, always feed your fans whatever they want. But whatever ones they feel the most, keep going with it. I say keep
Mm.
going with that shit from the gut. Cause you could tell when that shit's coming from the gut and when it's coming. How old are you?
Yeah. I'm 21.
You're 21. I'm 35. So yeah,
Word.
when I started rapping, um, it was Biggie had just died. Mace was out. Um, The Locks was out. DMX, Jay-Z just came out with the volume 2. Like, and I'm from South Philly, and on Jay-Z's volume 2, Beanie Siegel was on there. And prior to that, we never heard nobody from Philly really rapping like that. Like, I mean, Will Smith, but that was like some back in the day type shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't really have no rap scene in Philly until Beanie Siegel got on, and he started rolling with Jay-Z, and then everybody started in Philly grabbing somebody like Swiss Beats came and grabbed Cassidy. Pharrell came and grabbed Philly's Most Wanted, and Pharrell grabbed a couple people from Philly, Roscoe P. Cold Chain. Yeah, so it's a lot of history. You say you from Broward?
Yeah, Broward County, Florida.
Yeah, shout out to my man Ace Hood, man. Ace, Ace
Man, this
Hood from
shit.
out there.
Hold on, this shit sounded crazy again.
Ace Hood's from out there, right?
Yeah, Asa. Yeah, he from. I think he's from Miami. He might be from
Nah,
Miami, but I'm not. I'm
he's
not too sure.
definitely from Broward.
He from
Yeah,
Broward. That's hard.
everybody,
Yeah, that's hard. I fuck with Asa
huh?
hard. I said I fuck with
Yeah,
Asa Hoodie hard.
he got some shit. Cause I just was watching the interview with him on Drink Champs, and he was like, a lot of people get that confused and think I'm from Miami.
Miami.
But
Yeah, that's where I think I got him confused from that interview.
yeah, a lot of people think he's from Miami, but nah, he's from Broward.
Yeah. Nah, that's dope though. Broward got a lot of talent coming, bro. Broward got so much. I see so many like young niggas that's coming up. That's like, bro, crazy, crazy.
Exactly, because I've been to Miami twice. I took my draw from West
Broward.
Palm Beach. Like how far
Broward's like more north. It's way more north than like Miami type shit.
towards
So like,
Tampa?
nah, not even. It's like by West Palm Beach. It's near. It's closer to West Palm
Oh,
Beach.
yeah, north. My
It's
fault.
like
I'm thinking west.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like an
Oh,
hour. Yeah,
all right. All right. You coming? All right, towards West Palm Beach. Yeah,
yeah. It's
it
around that
was.
area.
See, West Palm Beach had two spots. It had the real nice spots, and then it just had the hood. where you could tell like it was the hood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be like that. It'd be like that. Such a polar
exactly.
opposite.
Like you see these big heads,
Like 7 minutes could change
exactly.
everything.
Like you'd be like, damn, what the fuck? That shit's crazy
Mm-hmm.
out there. But
Yeah.
Florida's where it's at though, as far as the hip hop scene. Everybody goes to Miami.
Yeah, right now Miami popping, bro. I feel like everybody left LA and came here. Like everybody left LA and New York and like try to make Miami the new
But
spot. You
it
feel me?
ain't
Like
even the new spot. It been the spot. Like
yeah, it been a
I
spot. It
went
been a
to
spot, but
Miami. The
like
first time I ever went to Miami was 2004. We went to the Source Awards. This is when Source magazine was still out. This is before MySpace. This is before all that. This is when EMF, when Jeezy first came out, and BMF was at like Big Meats, and I was at, and like they was really getting like I didn't even know who Jeezy was, but I remember we outside the Source Awards, and they had the parking lot on smash. Me and my man Rab was out there, and I just got off the phone with him, so he was gonna come on here, but he had to do something. But yeah, that shit was crazy, dog. Like I'm talking about
what part of my
Lambos, I'm talking about back to back Bentleys, everything back then. And this was all. I don't know if you ever heard of BMF.
Nah, I
You know
never.
what I mean? Straight get money. You know how that goes.
So you said that was in
Yeah, that was
2004?
2004. We went out there and yeah, we stayed on Collins. It was popping. Well, I met Styles P. I rapped for him in the airport. Um, damn, I met so many people. Like I said, Jeezy, and I didn't even know who Jeezy was. He was giving out mixtapes. He was giving out the Trapper Die mixtapes. I met Bun B, a lot of older rappers. You know what I mean, at that time. Yeah,
Where? That's
to
crazy.
you, the
Where?
older
So
rappers. Yeah,
yeah, because I was four. I was four
yeah.
around
So
that
you
time,
was
so
young as shit.
I should be
Yeah,
older.
but
4 or 5
so,
type shit. But like you was like just meeting them on some like just random like place and time
well,
stuff, or
The
like how was it?
Source was a magazine. I don't know if you heard of Benzino. He was on Love and Hip Hop and all that.
I know Benzino.
Yeah, like he
Yeah, I know
owned the
Benzino.
Source, and like
Hmm.
it was a magazine. Like it was the biggest. They called it the Hip Hop Bible. That's how back then. That's how you got information. Like there was no internet like that. Like it wasn't no blogs or nothing to
What?
go to find out like who was beefing with who or whatever. Like you had to wait every month for the new source. You know what I mean, to come out. Some
Yeah.
people would get it mailed to the house. You get subscriptions. You get it cheaper. Like that's how it was back then. So anyway, they had a awards show. They did like every year. Like it was known for it started off the East Coast West Coast shit. Because when at the Source Awards, like Death Row and Bad Boy was going at it. But anyway, we went there in 2004. But my point is, back then when everybody was rapping, the style was starting to change. It was starting to go to that Atlanta style. But when we came in Philly, it was straight bars. Like you had to have like punchlines was it. Like it didn't matter. Like your flow had to be crazy too. But
But yeah, but it wasn't more on
yeah,
delivery. Like now it's on like how you deliver, how you the sound. Like basically, people are more focused on the sonically pleasing aspect of rapping now. Like how it sound, how you delivered the flow, and maybe kind of what you say, like it's
It's
cool.
just everything. It's just everything's different, and I think you kids well, you young guys have a better, you know, you can experiment more, and it's not going to get looked down upon or like be
Yeah,
too far to the left where it's just like, yo, he's a straight, like he's a weirdo, like we ain't fucking with him, like he's on some other shit. That would,
yeah, that is true.
if
The
you
general conscious like towards music, like
talking
acceptance
about
is
like a certain thing, because around here you had the battle. That was the main thing. When you met somebody on any corner in Philly, there was somebody who rapped.
that's hard.
It's still like that, but it changed up a little bit. Back then, it was straight bars, like punchlines.
That's why niggas are so good though. Niggas is really in the craft. That's hard.
Yeah, like we went hard. I got like over 100 songs on online on YouTube. Uh, I'll send you the link to my Reverb Nation
Yeah, word.
joints.
After this, I'm gonna definitely check you out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna definitely check you out after this
yeah.
for sure.
It's some. That's some. Like, who's your favorite rapper?
Damn, but I like fuck.
Top
I have
top
so
five.
many, but
Top
like
five.
top five.
Right
All
now.
right, boom. Kanye
Okay.
West. He's like the originator. Florida wise, I got to give it to Rob Banks. Rob Banks is like my favorite Florida artist right
Okay.
now. Uh, damn, there's so many, bro. Obviously, all the legends, bro. Like, damn, there's so many, bro. It's unfair. All right. How many more? I got like three.
Yeah, you got three. You can
Shit,
give us. Matter of fact,
man.
you can give us a couple Florida legends. You can throw them in there. You know.
All right. So obviously, X and Ski, Kodak. Um. Who's another rapper? I love Tribe Called Quest. Tribe Called Quest go crazy.
Yeah. Fuck with
Um.
Tribe.
Yeah, bro. Ever since like not middle, probably like high school. High school.
What
Yeah, my
made
teacher
you
would be
get into
playing it while we
Tribe
do
Called
work.
Quest?
You
What
said
made
what?
you get into Tribe Called Quest?
It was one of my teachers. We were like doing like I feel like we were doing like some worksheet or some shit. But he used to always like play like study music and like you just play like random shit. So I remember one time he had played "Can I Kick It," and I heard that beat and like we were just like rapping to it like on some like funny shit. Me and my homies, and then he was like, "Yo, you know that's a song, right?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I went and I looked it up and I found about him. I was like, "Damn, this is different." And then I don't know. I might be mistaken. I don't know if Zulu Nation is. I think Zulu Nation is a whole different um
Um,
realm. If I'm not mistaken, it's the same shit.
what Zulu? Nah, Zulu Nation. Nah, that's
Yeah,
not the same shit. It's trash.
that's what I'm saying.
But I don't
Yeah,
know if you ever heard when Jay-Z redid that "Can I Kick a Jump." It's called
nah,
it's
I didn't hear
called
that.
22 twos. In every verse, he said 22 times. Like he would be like, too much West Coast dick licking and too many on a mission doing your best. Like like yeah,
Word.
dog, you got to look that up. It's called
I ain't
22
heard that. Damn, that's
twos.
probably hard.
And like the way he keeps on saying two is just crazy. Like I mean,
That's fire.
like he said two. What he got three verses, 66 times. You know what I mean? Like that's hard as shit.
Yeah, he calculated. That nigga calculated his
Yeah, dog.
shit.
And
And
that
then,
was his first album. But that's the
wow.
chorus. Like, can I kick it? Yes, you can. It, but I never got into Tribe like that. That's why I was surprised that you got into Tribe.
Yeah,
Nah, I never got
yeah,
into my first.
it's pretty random.
Yeah, what was your first experience that you can remember with hip hop?
Wow. All right. So, obviously I've heard it growing up. never really grew up with it because I grew up Christian. So it was like my mom always played like, gospel
Right.
music. If anything, she'd play like punk gospel, or like that's like the furthest it would go to out of, something that's non secular in a sense. Like it kind of feels not like that's not around God as much. Like, but yeah, I was really just kind of sheltered from hip hop. So when I finally found it, and the way I found it was like, wow, it was such a like alarming thing. So basically what happened was I was skating to school with my homie, and he was playing Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Fantasy.
My favorite.
There was one song on that
What?
album. You said
That's
what?
one of my favorite albums ever.
Right, bro. That album
That
changed my
that
life, bro.
beat,
Like,
Devil in the Red Dress.
Devil in the Red
That
Dress. Oh
beat
yeah, that's different.
is just
That's
hard.
the song he was singing, bro. That's the song he was singing. He skated by me. This nigga goes, Satan, Satan, Satan.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Why
what
he
song is?
killed
What are
that
you
song?
listening to?
Even Rock
What you
killed
say?
that shit.
Yeah, bro. That man snapped. That man snapped with the guitar solo
Yeah,
behind it, bro. It was a
man.
rap. It was a rap. It's a rap.
As soon as I
But yeah,
start
so that's the
getting
song I heard.
nobody could front on that song.
Yeah, nobody said on that like that nigga. That was a rap, bro. And I heard that, bro. So look, I heard that. I'm like, what song is that? What is this, bro? Who said that? Like, who goes and makes a song and says Satan like that? Like, what is this? So I'm like, you know what? I gotta go listen to this. So I find a way to listen to it. I'm in class doing like a credit recovery class, and I play the music, bro. My mind is blown, bro. Like a wave of just euphoria when I hear from the first song to when I hear dark fantasy, runaway, all of it. I was like, bro, this is what hip hop is. Like, this is what they do. Like, this is what rapping and that's how it sounds. Wow, this is immaculate. I need to find a way to inform myself more on this and get into this somehow, like some way, some shape or form. Because I always made music, like from the jump. If you find like there might be some pictures online, but like I had a
Yeah,
guitar from the
but
point
that
I was
Devil in the
like
Red Dress, like
4.
if that would have been my first experience on hip hop, just this beat, what?
The
Yeah, I don't want to
copyright.
get it too, but just that beat, what? I know you fell in love from the rip.
Bro, that shit changed my life immediately, bro. I was in school listening to that, bro. Imagine being in school the first time you hear that
Especially
beat.
when
You're
you're
you're sitting
only
in a
used
classroom.
to Christian music and
Yeah,
Christian rock at the most, you know?
just like, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. This is what I used to play, bro. I used to literally like play like the hits. I used to just play like radio music on my phone. Like if Taylor Swift
Yeah,
had a cool
that
song that was popular, like
Black
Katy
Eyed
Perry,
Peas,
it was stuff
whoever,
like
like,
that. Yeah, yeah, it was shit like that. But I actually started getting into like my biggest band, my favorite bands were when I was growing up was Jonas
okay,
Brothers, Blink
right.
182, One Direction also was a big like when I'm listening to the melodies that I do certain times today, I'm like, wow, they kind of like set that up, that melodic side for me. That kind of gave me like another direction in the way I create music. It's like, okay, I can make pop, but I can also make I can make pop rock, but then I can also do like a pop star type vibe, which is where I credit them towards because they honed that sound in. So it was like judging by all these different sounds that I already came up with, then listening to Kanye, it was like, bruh, like he uses those types of like formulas in a sense, like the way the beats are made. It's like, damn, bro, it sounds so crisp and perfect. Like it sounds so formulated, and it's just I don't know. I can't
All
even
right,
explain that nigga, bro. That
let
man
me ask you
Kanye is
this. All right, after
top.
that, how does hip hop, well, did, and if it did, how did it influence you in a bad way, hip hop?
Um, how has hip hop influenced me in a bad way? Uh,
I mean,
hmm.
you say,
I'm trying to see
um,
if it has.
you know, you know, somebody rapping about pills or whatever, you know,
Yeah,
do you
like to
think you
be
were
honest with you,
influenced
like
by that at any point?
nah, nah. The thing, the type of kid I was like, because around that time, like when I heard all those sounds, like I was in high school, so it
Yeah,
was
you
like
were
I was in a time
older
where I was like
already.
still.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so it was like I was still kind of already I was just learning, tapping into a whole bunch of different things, but I wouldn't necessarily say hip hop is what led me to it because I was kind of always curious because I was always like a skater and stuff, but when I've ever did any like substance or anything like that, it's kind of off my own curiosity, like, and I kind of got led into doing other things kind of just on my own. And then when I got to making music, that's when it was like, okay, I've been there before. So if that's what's popping, if that's the type of music that's popular that needs to be made to gain this certain type of following, I could relate to it because I've been there, but I'm not currently doing it.
Right.
But that's something I'm trying to kind of get rid of my music because I don't want to influence people to, you know, have that type of that type of mentality or lifestyle. You feel me? Because there's a lot of people that don't have such a strong mentality to be able to be like, all right, this is just a song. You feel me? He's probably not even really doing this. There's some kids that hear what you say and they love you so much that they're gonna be like, all right, Jabari does this, and I love Jabari's music. I love everything he does. I want to be like him. He said pop perks. I guess I have to find a perk plug, and I'm gonna. You feel me? So that's one thing I'm really trying to get out of. But I do understand what you're saying with it influencing in a
No,
negative way because it really does.
the reason I asked you that is because my first encounters with hip hop would probably be um 91, 92, when um Snoop Dogg and Dre were going at it with Easy A. And I got a sister that's 8 years older than me, and like my mom would be at work, and she would have to babysit me, and her boyfriend would be over, and then we'd be listening to that, and then my dad would go out on the weekends. We'd have house parties and stuff like that. So when they came out with the Chronic. Like that was all they were talking about, is smoking weed
Mhm.
non-stop.
Mhm.
And like, so that's all my sister and them were doing, was just smoking weed non-stop. So I remember like being interested like very early, just because like, I mean, I fell in love with hip hop right away. Imagine, you know, your first experience with hip hop being in your neighborhood, um, in your house, with everybody, all the cool people that are older in your house, having a house party,
Yeah.
and you're the young one. And out of all your friends, you're the only one allowed in there because it's your house. And like, you're in there with all the older people. They're smoking blunts, listening to the Chronic album, like Doggy Style album, and that's all it was about. Was drinking, smoking weed, gin and juice. That's pretty much what it was about. And it was about like a gangster lifestyle, like smoking weed, doing whatever.
And nothing's really changed, to be real with you.
Huh?
Nothing's really changed. It's kind of the same thing to this day. It's just different
Yeah,
style,
yeah,
different
yeah.
wording.
Right. But there's different styles to choose from. It was kind of like
Mm.
if you didn't want to be that style, you were going to be an outsider,
Mm.
and you were, you know, going to have more problems.
You're not cool.
You would have more
Yeah.
conflict in my neighborhood. Anyway, like I'm from like the hood in South Philly. Like I don't know if you ever heard of Beanie Siegel, but
Oh, it sounded crazy right now.
yeah, like I'm looking at the cops right now. They're parked on my block. Like I don't know what happened.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The audio sounded crazy.
Huh? Oh, audio. Oh, it's better.
Hello?
Yo,
Nah, it still sound crazy.
hold on. So crazy.
Yeah, it's going crazy right now for real.
Damn, still?
Nah, it's I
You
can't hear
can't?
you now. Try now.
You,
You talking?
you.
Yeah, now I hear you.
But yeah,
Yeah, I hear you better. What were
nah,
you
I'm
saying?
saying back then, there was pretty much, you were into that style, or you were into like alternative rock, and that was pretty much it. There was like a different style of rap, but it was that was like the Insane Clown Posse and stuff like that. That was like another style of rap that you can get into, like kind of like horror rap. But besides that, you couldn't really like be emo and rap. The first person I ever heard be emo when he rapped was Joe Budden. Believe it or not, I don't know if you ever heard.
Yeah, I know Joe Budden.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, you
crazy.
know him personally?
No, not personally. I just know of him.
Yeah. Nah, but when I was that, yeah. I don't know if you ever heard. M- what is it? Mood Music. 4. Mood Music.
Um,
It's crazy.
is it the one where he's like? It's the music video where he on the TV and the girls are watching him. That's
Nah.
how. It's,
That was the single that they made him do. After that, like he made a bunch of mixtapes, like coming at the label and shit for making him do that. Like that was his hit that made him blow up. But after that, like the label didn't want to put him out because he wanted to put like shit that was yeah,
real
like
shit.
if you even listen to his first album,
Yeah.
he got like 4 tracks on there that are emo as fuck. Like Calm Down, 10 Minutes, like listed Mood Music 1, 2. See all his music, even if you listen to Ordinary Love shit, part 1 through 4, because it was all real because he was saying he was the first one that I seen doing like lives when there was no lives about what 10 years ago. There was no lives. There was only like blog TV.
Wait, what
Huh?
lives? What are lives? What do you
Like
mean by lives?
see how you go live on Instagram?
Yeah. How? What he
It
going
used to
live
be a
on?
thing called blog TV, and he used to go on there.
Ah,
Like he used to type in on his Twitter, like, because that's all it was like Twitter, Facebook, but you couldn't go live on them. So he was the first one to start going live, and then he started making YouTube videos with him and his girlfriend, and like look it up. He was the first one to start doing that, and then they took it like yeah. Then they
oh, word.
started making love and hip hop and all that. Yeah, yeah.
That boy Evolyt
Hello,
here.
hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You guys
Ski.
can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we hear you,
What,
bro.
How's everybody doing?
what's going on, bro?
Yeah, we chilling.
What's your name?
We good. My name is Evil Light.
Evolyt. My name's
Yeah.
M-I-Corleone.
Your name is what?
M-I, like the letters.
M-I-Corleone.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah.
What you do, bro?
I rap, make beats, got this
How
podcast
long you
going,
been doing that?
man. Oh, I've been rapping. I was telling him I started rapping back in about 97.
97?
Yeah, 1997, 1990.
That's crazy.
I started rapping when I was about 12. Yeah.
That's
I probably
actually crazy,
wrote
Damn.
bro.
my first rap probably when I was about 11.
I was born in 1997.
Dang. That's crazy. Like, I remember,
That's
like,
crazy.
we used to have to record on, like, karaoke machines on cassette and, like, that on,
Yeah,
Sheesh.
that's the real.
yeah, on instrumentals. And the way we had to get instrumentals was we had to go to the record store and we had to buy the singles. Like,
Wow.
a single would have usually um, the regular version, the radio version, and the instrumental on it. It would have 3 tracks on it, and we would buy them, and then whatever ones came out, like that was the instrumental we had. I remember used to have like this Snoop Dogg, like when he went to No Limit Records, like we had that was the first one we had, and like we were rapping on it. This is when like Packer Bell was out. The computers, man, them things were like you couldn't.
Yeah, wow, that's different.
Yeah, you couldn't do nothing on them. You couldn't like hook up no microphone or nothing to them.
How would you say the world? Ooh,
Let me
sorry.
ask. No, you good. You good. You
I
can
was
ask
just
your
gonna
question.
say, how do you think the world changed from 1997 to what we see
That's
now?
what I was about to
Yeah.
ask.
We used to have to go by contact. Um, I was telling him like when we went out to in 2004, we went out to Miami to the Source Awards. We went out there strictly for that to get contacts, to put
Mm.
our CDs out there and all that. To pretty much get known. But from '97, I used to sell tapes. Um, it was so much different back then because it wasn't everybody didn't have phones. There was no phones, so there was none of that. So what I would do is to sell my tapes. I would find out who was the best in everybody's school in all my friends' schools, and then I would diss them on a track on one of my tapes,
Oh,
and
damn.
I would get one of my friends to start selling the tape in the school, and they would be like, "Yo, he dissed such and such on there. We got like this." Like he would have a Walkman on him. They didn't even have iPods, like back then. It was like Walkmans, so it was more interaction. So then,
Yeah,
like
that's
you
crazy.
seen that person. They did have AOL back then, and like I had AOL, and like somebody can hit you up on there, but you literally had to be online at the same time as them.
So yeah, that he had more interaction, like face to face
Oh,
interaction,
it had to be
confrontation.
face to face. Everything was face to face. If you met somebody like famous, like you had like to get a record deal, you had to rap to them face to face. There was no getting around.
Mm.
Like you had to give them a demo. First, you always had to make demos, and like you always had to be prepared. Have your demo on,
Mm.
or have 100 bars ready to go, and just like kill it. And there was that's the difference between then and now.
Yeah, you can hear the lyrical difference. Like when you listen to Black Star,
Exactly.
and then you're listening to like I don't know,
My man,
Kendrick.
yeah, anybody like my man Triple X, like
Oh,
you know
yeah, there's
he.
a huge difference. You can't even compare that. You can't even
That's what I'm
compare
saying.
this.
You know what I mean. But he's still hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Like hip hop. That's what I'm saying. That's how much of a change has been in hip hop. Like it's. I was just telling him like I think it's a great thing because back then everybody had to have one style or you were a weirdo. Like you had to. There was only the Insane Clown Posse. Like they were the only
Mm.
that were really doing anything different. and they were like painting their faces and all that, and like doing more like horror rap and stuff like that. So
Yeah, now you
yeah,
can talk about mental health and everything.
yeah. I mean, they were just a whole different type of thing. See, we were more into like a lot of people when Jay-Z came out and DMX came out. That was the summer that really revived hip hop back because
Mm.
yeah, it was just like DMX sold so many albums that year that like Def Jam came to him with $1 million and said like, "You give us another album, we got like," and that was a lot back then. Like that was the difference too. Back then, it was more like you can get the drug dealers would get the artists to come perform in the city, and then they would usually have somebody signed to them, like a couple young boys, you know what I mean,
Mm.
from around the way. So back then it was like the drug dealers around the way would sign you, and then they would pretty much give you their connections, and that's a lot of people got on like that. We just spoke with Joe Budden, Webb and Nitty. They're well known for they're the ones that put him on. They're well known for putting in work, you know. So
Mm.
yeah, a lot of people got caught up in deals like that.
Honestly,
Now,
because it was like 80s. You guys just came from the 80s, and niggas was already like selling crack and everything. This was
oh
happening
my
basically.
God, it was crazy in the
Yeah.
'90s. It was just wow, especially, and you had to live what you rapped about.
Oh
Like,
yeah, there's no facade, no pony tricks.
nah, because you had to see the people. Like
Yeah.
you were going to have to run into them at some point. If you were in the industry and you wanted to make money, like there was no hiding behind the camera. Like you had to see the person at some point. At some
Mm-hmm.
point, you meet up because you had to go. You had to be somewhere. I mean, unless you're
Nowadays,
going.
it's more like they use that as propaganda. Nowadays.
Yeah,
Marketing.
because back then you had to do the circuit. Now you could just do everything right over the phone. We're doing this interview right now over the phone. You
Crazy.
know, it's crazy. So back then you had to actually go to MTV. So when you went to MTV, you might be going there the same day that you got beef with such and such, or such
Eee.
might know that you're going to MTV that day, and they might be waiting for you there. I don't know if you ever heard the story about Kanye West when he was in diner and some dude seen him with the Rockefeller chain on. So they were trying to take the chain from him, but
Oh
Kanye
damn.
wouldn't leave. He wouldn't leave the diner. So he called up Rockefeller Records, like he was in Brooklyn at the time, and he was like, "Yo, such and like this is what's going on." So Beanie Siegel and them went up there, strapped up, and they rode out for that Rockefeller chain. Like they went up there, lifted his shirt up, let them know like there ain't gonna be no problems over here. Like you ain't taking nobody's chain, and that's how it was. Like they rode for each other back then.
Yeah,
It
it's a
was
whole different game nowadays, bro. It's like a whole different game.
yeah, but
That's how it should
nowadays
be.
it's a lot of sneaky shit.
Yeah.
Like you
The
don't know
stunt
what's
man.
going on. Like there's just everybody's a snake. It just seems like
Oh my god.
all the money, man.
It's like not even in the rap game. It's just in like life in general. I feel. I feel like that's just like,
Something in the air.
yeah, something in the air. It's just like
To the
that's
water.
what people are. Because if you really just think about it, a lot of people are just like hiding from themselves, so they kind of use you to do whatever,
I feel
manipulate
like
them.
social media starts that, bro. Because social media really like portrays being better than other people. Like
Mm-hmm.
it makes you want to think like, oh, I got this more than this nigga. I look better than da da da.
And they
Whatever the
say
fuck.
that's the biggest cause of like killing your joy, comparing yourself to others.
Yeah.
Like
Because you're never gonna be that person.
Exactly. Say you just got 4,000 followers. That's a accomplishment for you. But to somebody with 10,000 followers, they're gonna be like, or if you compare yourself to somebody with 10,000, you're gonna be like, damn, I ain't shit. You know, I ain't got that.
Yeah.
But you might not know that 7,000 of his are fake.
Exactly. Because the social media, it just makes everything look good.
Yeah.
And if you have a fucked up home experience, and then you're already on social media comparing all your like talents to another person, you're never gonna like really find that source of joy that you could like. Maybe you could do better freaking playing an instrument or like doing something else with your life, where you're trying to compare this one thing with other people.
That's what separates the lions from the
gazelles.
From the gazelle. Yeah, exactly. Because seriously, because back when we came up, you had the battle. It was like, yo, like
you gotta get respect.
Like Jabari's from Broward, I'm from Philly. Yo, like if say I moved to Broward, like it'd be like, yo, the boy from Philly moved around there, like, yo, like, hey, Jabari's the best around here, like, oh nah, they got a battle, like, and then it was gonna be we were gonna meet up somewhere, and there was gonna be fucking 50 people there, and they might have one of them big cameras, like one person might have like a camera and get it on tape, and like we would just go in.
That's crazy.
And most of the time it wasn't on tape and it wasn't filmed, but the experience was just so raw, like that it'd just be like
you just had to be there.
Yeah, you just had to be there.
We're more passionate too, because you gotta really go in there with bars. You can't come in there with no whack shit. You gotta really like prove yourself in front of like a crowd.
Because you would let your boys down, first of all.
Damn.
That's the reason why I got better. Because my boy was better than me. He was older than me. He was about 3-4 years older than me. And he was better than me. And I knew he was better than me. But I knew I had to step my game up. And that made me just go step my game up. And while I was stepping my game up on my lion stuff, he was slouching off.
On his gazelle, he was drinking the water.
Damn.
For real.
Playing with the hyenas.
And then, exactly. Then he started getting high. So then it was just like, all right, I'm paying you now. Next. Who's the next? You know what I mean? Who's the next competitor? And at that time, there were no white rappers back then.
Oh yeah, you really gotta prove yourself. Like you gotta.
Oh my god,
you really had to prove yourself.
Oh my god, especially in Philly, what?
Because you don't really have a crowd that you can necessarily go to and like already.
There wasn't, yeah, but at the same time, it was just like because I did have bars. So when like I'm talking about in every situation that I've been in, and I've been in a lot of wild situations, but like I've been in situations where like I had their homies rocking with me more than like it was just
more than the niggas you came with.
Yeah, man, you just gotta be there. From the worst places to the boardwalks on Wildwood, like it was just in Wildwood, New Jersey, Atlantic City. Like it was just a lot of crazy places.
Yeah.
Like I said, I rap for Bun B. I don't know if
Bun B, UGK.
Yeah. When I rap for Bun B, he said, I don't care if you're red, purple, white, black, yellow. That shit was fire. And just saying, like, getting that love for Bun B, there was nothing like that. You know? that was like getting a retweet.
The opportunity honestly came to you because you were like, instead of like facing your homie, like how you said you were like, because he was better than you, then you just surpassed him, and then you had to continue like facing yourself. The opportunity just came because you're always on your shit, you're always ready.
You had to be.
Had to be.
And you always had to memorize everything. So get this, the way we had to do ad-libs back then is you had the 2-track, like the 2 cassette tape player thing, and you would record, you would have the beat CD, so you would record the beat from the CD, and then you would have the microphone record onto the tape, put the tape in the other deck, and then record on the other. It was so crazy how you had to record and all back then.
God,
like with 2 tracks and 4 tracks, and like getting them on CDs back then were like,
if we had to do
have
that
money.
now, it'd just be such a long process. The vibe would be killed. Some people would listen to the vibe already.
Yeah, I remember even back in 2008, having when I lived in Atlantic City at the time, and there would be a lot of like boxing matches and like celebrity car shows because it's right near in the middle of New York and Philly. So like Jay-Z had the 40/40 club out there. I met Jadakiss out there.
Yeah.
So I would go out there. A lot of people travel there because the casinos are out there. So I would go out there with a school bag full of CDs, and that's how you had to do it. You had to give out your CD or try to sell your CD. Now you got to try to sell your artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, or give them a sample. But like I was saying, Jabari, he got a whole different style that we don't even know what to call it. I know it's hip hop because I know he got bars, but then I listen to something else and I'm like, damn, like this is kind of like
talented in every way, literally.
Yeah, man, my boy, definitely.
This guy could literally go from a like drum to a piano to a guitar in like a matter of 2 seconds.
Oh, you're nice with the production too?
No, this guy's crazy, bro.
Nah, yeah, I appreciate that, y'all boys. I appreciate that. But yeah, bro, I be playing instruments. Like I be doing, I wouldn't say a lot of my own production, but I be making my own beats and stuff that I send out to other people. I let other people use. Maybe I might hop on it, but usually I just like rapping on other producers' stuff, just because it's like they have different realms that I like to tap into.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard, but
that's
yeah, the production is my favorite thing, bro.
Was initially for I set up Beats by the Kilo LLC in January 2020, and right before the pandemic, and yeah, when that happened, like it was crazy because I just bought like a station wagon, because like a nice station wagon, a Volvo junk, and because I was getting ready to go sell like merch and shit outside concerts and all that, and it just got crazy, man. I got T-shirts pressed up in the summertime, and it was just bad. We couldn't really move none, so I pretty much just started going in with the beats, and then got my publishing right, and pretty much just it was a good thing in a way, because I learned a lot during the pandemic, during the quarantine.
Honestly, bro, the pandemic was literally meant for everybody to like reset and learn everything for real.
I learned so much.
So much skills we could have attained during the pandemic. We still in the pandemic still. If you want to subscribe to it.
But the quarantine was just like you had to buckle up.
Oh yeah,
and
bro.
I chose not to really like watch no series, no TV. I chose to watch like all tutorials, all like I don't know if you know like Pat Bet David, like Valuetainment and all that, like pretty much like stuff that teaches you about business and getting money. I got into stocks. I learned about stocks and just a lot of. I started taking music theory.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've been doing.
That's hard.
During the pandemic.
So, yeah.
Yeah, pandemic was so fun. Like, honestly, not even the pandemic, but the quarantine was actually like, I feel like in a bigger lifespan, it like brought everybody close together because everything was shut down. So whoever you were like really close with, you got to either make it work with them or stay solo dolo and do what you did.
Yeah, it was great.
Bro, I started traveling with that pandemic. That pandemic inspired me to leave
Oh
my
my
city.
God.
Like, it should the exact opposite, bro, of
Yo, we
what I should
went
have
to
been
New
doing.
York, had a blast. Yo, actually, quarantine was amazing. Like, quarantine.
How'd you go? Did you
Low
drive to New
key.
York?
We just took a plane.
Nah, bro, the round trip was like $17.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I seen
dumb.
the video when you were talking about going to Washington, and it was $17.
What? That was the
Yeah,
IG Live. Yeah,
yeah,
that
I
was from
seen
IG
that.
Live that somebody had recorded. Yeah, at that point, I was at New York. I was already in New York type shit. But like, nigga, we was trying to go everywhere. I called that bitch the Corona World Tour. We was finna go
Yo,
everywhere.
that's crazy. It was that cheap.
Yeah.
You should have
No
came to
cap, but
Philly.
it was
Man.
dumb cheap.
I
After
was
that, I went to LA.
I ain't know nothing about Philly, bro. For real.
Philly's right
Nah,
near.
I actually did have like some.
Literally, it would have cost you like $7 for a bus ticket. From it's only an hour
Word.
away.
I went to Jersey. Is it like the same difference? I went to Jersey. It was like the same shit, like $6 on the Greyhound.
Jersey's right next to Philly, and like
I could go to Philly right
Jersey.
now for $7.
No, nigga,
Oh, I
like
was
you
about to
from New
say, I was about to say from
York.
Florida. I was about to
Oh
say,
no,
what the
not
fuck?
Florida. Nah.
I was about to say, hey, here we
Nigga, I
go.
would have been gone.
Yeah, nah. You don't want to come yet. You want to wait till it gets nicer. I'm trying to go to Miami right now.
Nah,
Today's the
Everybody want to
last
come
day of
here.
winter. Yeah, but Philly is going down right now. I don't know if you heard. Like it's like the murder capital right now. There was
Whee!
500 murders last year.
That's sad, bro, honestly.
Yeah, like everybody. My boy just got shot in the head, in the
What do you
head,
think
but
is
he
the cause of the
survived.
violence?
rest in peace.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
so sorry. Rest in peace to them for real. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
nah, he didn't die.
Oh,
He,
Oh wow.
yeah, he got shot in the head and survived. He's, still fighting.
What?
Yeah,
Damn.
man.
Wow. That
Yeah,
man's blessed. Oh, wow.
yeah.
yes.
There is a guy, but
For
Wow.
sure, 100%.
the cause of it, the number
Wow.
one cause of it, I think, is social media
Oh
and
man.
females, and
Why do you say that?
because people just have to
Prove themselves?
prove themselves to these females because the females are more gangster than some of the guys in most senses, like because they're playing both sides of the fence, and now they got now two people are beefing over a chick over some he said she said because the chick said like, oh, he said this about you, he said that. It's either over that
So it's like
or
gossip and then insecurity.
yeah, they're even like they got police on Instagram like checking all over to try to like
Hell yeah.
avoid the violence before it happens, like because they're saying it's all sparking mostly from
That is honestly
Instagram.
yeah, that's crazy. That's honestly the problem with social media because most people don't really have the mental capacity to really like handle their own weight in social media.
Listen, no, people don't have enough. They can't handle criticism
Oh man,
in a bad way. Like,
we
say
live
you
in a
get put,
sensitive time.
yeah, say you get put out there, like on some whatever, like you know what I mean, like don't know. Just say like a chick's
You
yeah,
comment under
just
somebody's comment,
like
like
a chick
Instagram
puts
text, like
something
wow.
out there crazy about you, like, yo, the dude has fucking freckles on his penis, you know, like what the fuck, like it'd go all viral, and then you're embarrassed as shit. Now you want like somebody comments on it, like now you're like, who the fuck are you to comment on it? And then it's just like
The whole fiasco.
from there it goes from like all the way out of control. Just something that small to where as though like, oh, the boy's broke, he got a fake watch. Like my shit ain't fake. What the fuck you mean? Like, and then from there they go to like, next thing you know, dude's dead, and it's like, yeah, it's like, how the fuck
Damn.
did he die?
I
You
really
know what I mean?
feel like it's just because everyone's just like, just from media and just from like ways of living, it's just like it's so gossipy and people are just overly sensitive over opinions and everything. Like the whole, even
Yeah,
like
but
the whole bullying, like this
It's
like the
all
bullying
status.
generation, like the emphasis on bullying, emphasis on like cyber, all that. It's just like everyone's just so sensitive, and it just most people really don't like know how to deal with their own problems for real. So it's like they
I mean, yeah, that like last night somebody got released from jail, and they got released at like 3 in the morning, and they were waiting for the bus, and somebody came and started shooting them up, and they started trying to
whoa,
run to jail. They killed them right outside the jail. So
what
like,
the hell?
yeah, it's that bad. Like to where as though like people are waiting outside the jail for people to get released, and it's like,
That's crazy, bro.
yeah, bring it to jail, like you know, them. They're like people. I think it's drugs. I think a lot of these young kids started taking perks, and
Mm.
they got a crazy open air drug market in North Philly, in Kensington. If you look it up, like Kensington, Philadelphia, it's like the worst place you would ever want to see. Like they got like an encampment down there, like all like homeless people live in tents, all the addicts, and like every block just got dope and fentanyl and crack and every drug you can think of, and people flock here from everywhere, from different counties, different states, different all over, and they get stuck here, and they just wind up homeless here, and it's just a lot of money floating around right now
Mm.
because of the stimulus shit, and there's a lot of fake drugs floating around, fake Xannies. People are getting burnt. It's just a lot of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Um, I mean,
It's like a huge, deeper problem, honestly. That's all. It's like a multiple
I
doorways.
think sparked pretty much most of the problems that's going on right now. Um, the whole fentanyl thing, opiates, the whole opiate addiction thing. Because a lot of you guys that are born, you were born in the opiate. Like, see how I was born in the crack era, 85. That's when crack was big, and it was a lot of crack babies were being born. You guys were born in the opiate era, where like a lot of people, because they put oxycontins out in the street, and they told people they weren't addicted, and so a lot of people started taking them. Like, damn, you take a little piece of this, it's like taking like 3 perks. So you start taking them, and then before you know it, you got a full blown opiate habit. And then when they pulled them off the market in 2008, it was just like all the people that were on them were like, what the hell do I do now? So then it was weird because the heroin turned from heroin to fentanyl around that time. And that's the same time they went in Afghanistan, but it gets deep. into that, like, because the fentanyl was made in Wuhan, China, and
Oh,
that's the
wow.
same. Yeah, that's the same place where COVID was.
So that's a little
Yeah,
headquarters.
yeah. I think, me personally, I think we're in a war like we never seen before. Like, it's not like troops on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Mental.
they're getting us from inside. Like, they're letting us kill ourselves. Like, they put the COVID out there. If you notice, like, they made everybody saying, like, when that shit happened in China, like, they pretty much had nobody caught COVID in China, because if you look at the numbers, nobody caught it because they made everybody stay in. It wasn't no, and they took you right away if you had it. They were checking everybody to see if they had a fever or not, and if you had a fever, you were gone. And people were saying like it was inhumane and all that, but they got the lowest amount of people that had it. So I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff with it, and we owe them a lot of money. And imagine if I owed you a lot of money and I just kept on telling you, like, yeah, next year, yeah, I'll give it to you next year. And I'll give you a piece of paper and I'll tell you, yeah, I got some gold put away. Here goes a piece of paper. I can't show you the gold, but here's a piece of paper. And you're going to be like, what, like, is this dude serious? But if you can't beat me in a fight, then you're going to be, pretty much have to
You
take
gotta
it.
submit.
So you're going to have to come from underneath somehow. You know what I mean? You're going to have to, like, try to sneak me somehow and knock me the fuck out of nowhere, or make me kill myself. Just like I said with the bull who was better than me, like, pretty much, like, I kept on building up my strength, and he pretty much killed himself. Instead of, like, building himself up, he pretty much thought he had it. Just like,
Got comfortable.
yeah, a lot of people are predicting that within the next 20 years that, like, China's going to be the next world power.
I honestly do believe that, because honestly, with just COVID in general, I feel like it made a lot of people more reliant on the government due to the fact we got stimulus checks and due to the fact everyone's like submitting to the
Unemployment.
mask and what's that shit called? Social distancing. It's like a lot of submission, even though it is like a man-made virus. I feel like years to come, we're gonna see like the effects that not only mentally COVID has done, but just like I don't
Oh,
know.
yo, all right.
It's like a new
All
world,
the
bro.
all businesses are looking at their numbers right now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people had to work from home during this whole time. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people. My mom, um, she works for I don't want to put it out, but a big clothing line. And she's assistant for the CFO. She's the one of the head assistants. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, with them, like, just everything. They don't need all that retail space. Like, I mean, not even the retail space. They don't need as much space as they thought they needed. Like, a lot of people can just work from home on a
Yeah.
computer
And like
and
back to
just,
that thing
like,
you said with the quarantine, everyone developed skills. So a lot of people were investing in stock. A lot of people were looking up entrepreneur tips. A lot of people were just looking at just self development in general. So like COVID kind of like a curse and a blessing, but everyone kind of like learned how to get that on their own. Like we realized we didn't need like the government really. We could do things ourselves.
but a lot of people, I think, got spoiled by the government.
Oh, for sure.
Especially a lot of drug addicts, because you would see drug addicts,
Mm.
like, um and fresh and you know, a fresh outfit and shit. Like,
Gucci.
yeah, like what the
Alright.
fuck? Yeah, like you see a crackhead and like you'd be like, what the fuck? You got a pair of Jordans on? Like, even though he's selling them. Like,
That's crazy.
it's,
Nigga panhandling with Cash App.
yeah, until Biden signed the thing, he pawned them. But nah, but seriously though, when all this money like runs out, there's gonna be a lot of
Oh my
people that
god.
refuse it.
Yeah, the
And
entitlement going crazy.
yeah,
Where's my monthly check?
exactly. Seriously, people are thinking that right now. Like,
That's
like,
sick. People already getting disability
No.
checks. Like some people that don't really even need it already were thriving off of that. So,
man, I'm talking about people in their 20s.
yep.
Like, if you didn't invest in nothing, then you're a dummy. If you got that money, like, that's the, like, when I got that first piece of money,
Mm-hmm.
first thing I did was, like I told you, I got the Volvo station wagon. You know what I mean? Thinking like, I can always sell merch out of the back of it. Because I can travel in this. It only had 130,000 miles on it. And it's a Volvo. It's more like a luxury car. So nice car. You know? So, yeah, so I invested in that. I invested in stocks right away. Um, I'm up in stocks right now. Like, I never knew nothing about stocks. Like you said, I never knew nothing about it. Now, all into the to the businesses that to the people that have the chips for the Tesla cars and all that. Like, I'm in the semi.
Yeah, Neo. I had a
Yeah,
homie named, my homie was telling me all about that. Literally, my homie was like, I have like two homies like showing me stocks, showing me the money they're making, $1,000. This is
bro, I'm
crazy.
killing. Like, every day, like I show my homies. But I ain't gonna lie, the last like 2 or 3 weeks, it been coming down.
You've been down.
But it all evens itself out. At the end of the day, like, I'm
It's
winning.
long term, right? It's long term. You're investing in long term,
That's
right?
what I'm going for now. I noticed that at first, when I first went on it, I was trying to like play a short term game, but
Mm-hmm.
I learned now that it's long term. Like, I invested in a lot of marijuana in a couple marijuana stocks.
Yes, it's like you gotta really think about the future because
Yeah,
dispensaries are gonna
exactly.
go crazy. Electric
Right,
cars, crazy.
right, exactly. With the electric cars, I invested in Blink, like the people that outside the stores, they got them plugs.
Mm,
Did you ever see them yet?
I never seen that
Like
yet.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
you
Like
could plug
the
up.
shit that like Tesla got,
Yeah,
charging
you
spots.
can like outside of Walmart or something. They'll have like the plugs, and you can plug up your Tesla while you're shopping.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I have
Yeah.
not
They
seen
have
that,
them
bro.
out now, and like I think they're gonna be like the next generation.
Even with
Like
planes too, international planes, because right now that's closed, like
oh
due
yeah,
to the pandemic.
I got United Airlines. I got
Mm,
some stock in there. I
yeah,
had that for about a year now, almost.
because bro, oh my god, when they really open back the world, because they're already doing like vaccine passports, getting people used to getting that. So it's kind of
Oh
like,
yeah, there was 1 million more people that flew last week than last year.
you
So
see.
that's a good sign. Like,
Yeah, those that vaccine, bro. I don't know about the vaccine though, for real. Like,
Fuck the
nah, me
vaccine.
neither, man.
I'm not getting that vaccine. It's
I have an
rushed.
ex. I
It's
have
so
an
rushed.
ex. Yeah, I have an ex that lives in Peru, and
You have a
she,
what?
an ex girlfriend
Okay, okay,
that
okay.
lives in Peru
Mm-hmm.
in Lima, and she got a vaccine, but it was like a Chinese vaccine. So like, and now she's saying she's sick and shit, and like, I'm like, what
Holy
the fuck
fuck.
made you take the Chinese vaccine? Like, I don't know, man. It's just gonna
Damn.
a lot of people are holding out on vaccines. I think they're going to start paying like fake vaccines and shit. Like it's going to get crazy.
Fake stats like 100 people just got vaccine. And make sure you come to your next Walgreens and CVS. The vaccine.
Yeah. See the Johnson & Johnson one.
What?
See Johnson & Johnson got one. That's only one.
Oh my god! Everyone got a vaccine.
Oh yeah, but the one, what's the name? Not Merck, the other one. I forget their name, but they had government money backing them. So of course the government wants to get their money back. Moderna, the Moderna ones. I don't know if you heard of them. They're a company that makes it. There's 3 companies that got it right there. Moderna, was it Merck, and Johnson & Johnson. But yeah,
damn,
stocks are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's actually crazy. That vaccine is crazy. Literally, a guy, and the president in Africa, his name is like Jean Magufuli. This guy was literally trying to not do nothing like corona related. So he just told the people to like, eat fruits and like just better their diet and work out.
That's
and go
what
out.
I did.
And the stats actually for COVID actually went down in where he's from in Tanzania, and literally this guy just died. And I'm like, I feel like that's like such like a setup. It's like a setup.
It is a setup, like, just like they did Dr. Sebi.
Exactly. Like you're telling people how to better themselves without having to go through a vaccine and having to
They're
go
not
through
even
all this like
telling people that though. Like, yo, get your vitamin C up. Get some ginger in you.
You haven't heard of one commercial that even told you that.
Like, I knew that right away. Like, I know that from like if I'm ever catching a cold, if I feel like get some ginger in me, get some vitamin C in me, like, like get some vitamin.
Yeah.
But they're not telling nobody nothing like that. Plus, I think with wearing gloves and all that and keeping on washing your hands all the time, now your body's not used to no germs. So what happens when it touches germs? In the summertime, when germs come around, your body's not going to be able to handle germs because you're putting alcohol in your hands nonstop. Even though it only stops work, it only works after 2 times. It don't work no more. You would have to wash your hands because
this shit is crazy.
Yeah, like people think they can just keep on putting alcohol in their hands. Like, no, you can't.
There was an article.
It don't work no more.
There was an article that was saying COVID is literally like after effects of COVID is gonna like have mental health problems for some people, and I'm just like I feel like that's like a long-term game they're playing with it because they're already trying to say every year you're gonna vaccinate yourself. So if the man-made virus already has like side effects to it long-term wise, like you're gonna have to get the vaccine. If like you start getting mental health problems, you're gonna start freaking out wanting to get a shot.
See, I don't trust none of the vaccines because the babies now, when they're born, they get so many vaccines. It's like, first of all, right away, people don't know, but they sign their baby over to America right away as a corporation. Yeah, as soon as they sign that birth certificate and get the social security number, it's a wrap. Like you're owned by America. That's why, like the Amish, they don't. You'll never see them get born in one of them hospitals. Like they got their own little like shit going on, and like
giving labor at home.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy from Belize, and he was even telling me like when they came to Belize, when they go to different countries, and they tell them like, "Oh, we'll give you some food and we'll help you with school and all that, but you got to get these vaccines." That's what he said. They all had to get like 17 vaccines, like just to start going to school. So it's like, what the fuck are they putting in there to make them go to like? you're pretty much bribing somebody with an education and food.
And it's not even education no more if they're doing it the new way through this internet Zoom call class meeting type thing.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like literally, my baby sister, she's like middle school right now. She's about to hit high school, and literally the way like they're doing education now is through Zoom call. And the kids that are in class, it's not literally through Zoom call, but they have a platform that they use that's like Zoom call.
Right.
But the kids that are in class, there's barely any seats. There could be like 4 desks, and then the rest of our kids on their at their house on their iPads or
but aren't there some
laptops
kids that are in the class actually, like physically?
Yeah, like it's only like a few, not even like it looks like school's not even school no more. Like they changed it completely because now more kids are just gonna be more inclined to wanting to do homeschooling. It's just more of a push for, like, you know,
want my kid to go to school, right? Like I would want homes. I would actually want to teach my child myself.
And like you said, through all the information, like again, through quarantine, all the information that came out, all the truths that people found, all the like spiritual development that people gained through that, they're not gonna even want to even trust public schooling because they already see what public schooling did for us. Is more like they just prepared you to be another worker. They never really prepared you to be a boss for yourself and develop wealth long term. They just developed you to be another robot.
That's pretty much what it's going to be. They're trying to develop everybody in the robots, and that's what's happening. Like it is a good thing, but now everybody wants to work for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to get in the stocks. It might be a little bit too much. A lot of stocks are getting overpriced now because people are putting too much money. Like a lot.
That's why they say crypto. They say now you gotta go invest in crypto.
Yeah, I invested in crypto. I got money in crypto, but I mean, even with that, it scares me sometimes because you know, like I'll get a notification saying like, you know, that it's dropping, and then I'll be like, what the fuck? Like you see your money flying away, but like you're hoping it goes back up, and it's just
that's why it's definitely better long term.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's why I go long term now.
Cause short term, bro, you exactly how you just said it dropped. You could be in a panic invested like 2K, and then like you see it dropping, like damn, what the hell's going on? Like you gotta really
that happened one time. My boy went in the store, and I was waiting in the car. He came back out, and he was like, "Yeah, the dude was talking about how Bitcoin dropping and all that." And like, I hurried up and got on, and I seen it was dropping. So I was like, and I saw like half of it, and then like it went back up, and then I was just like, so fucking. I had to buy a little bit more. Like it was just like a higher price. Like that's not rule number one though. Don't panic. So I learned a lesson off that. It was an offensive. You know.
That's a fact, bro. You gotta be like Bruce Lee and be like water.
Yeah, man. But because the American dollar is going to be worth nothing.
Yeah, inflation every year, the dollar's going down.
Yeah, I mean they're only getting 3.5 trillion every year in taxes, but they're spending 9 trillion every year. Well, they're printing 9 trillion every year. So do the math on that. Like,
I can't even do that. I can't even do that.
Yeah, so that now you see why China has a problem with us.
Oh, China's definitely gonna definitely maybe be a world power for sure.
Yeah, but they give us 85% of our medicine. I don't know. Around here, they're starting to guard the Chinese places because like there've been a lot of attacks on Chinese people and stuff. Like it's been crazy, man.
That's actually crazy. Literally, China's developing as we speak, and Bill Gates buying farmland or supporting China. Like all these people, Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, not Bill Clinton, Sleepy Joe, Joe Biden, literally freaking support China and their rules and shit. Like America's already like leaning towards China's side.
To be
That's why
honest,
they had such a problem with Trump.
he didn't even like all that stuff that all the tariffs and all that Trump put on China. Biden didn't take none of them away yet. So he must have got in there and seen some shit. Cause you don't see nothing until you actually get in off. So it's not like he's seen it beforehand. Like, so when he got into office, he probably seen what's actually going on with China. And he didn't lift none of them bans. None of them. Like,
maybe in due time. I don't know.
nah, I don't know. I
Cause
don't
he
know.
just got elected, bro. Like 2 months ago.
Yeah, but that was supposed to be one of the first things that he did.
That is true, but Sam, at the same time, he literally
Yeah,
bombed
you go
Syria.
there and you see something like what I just told you, like how there's a little war going on. I'm telling you, they released that, man. Australia wants to know bad who released it, and they're not trying to give up. Like they're not trying to let people investigate the way they should. It seems like China's trying to hide something. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I feel like Biden is like. I feel like Biden is a part on honestly with all that.
Oh, he may be, but it's surprising to me that he didn't lift any of the bans yet. To me, that means he got in there because you don't see secret information until you get in there. Like until Trump leaves and then Biden steps in. So then Biden might have been saying all that until he got in, seeing what's really going on. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, we don't. I don't even know. I can't even speak on it.
Yeah, I feel like he would. I feel like he would at least be put on to like a. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I would want to know where this started from.
Because the first thing Biden did is literally like drop 3 bombs in Syria, and before giving even the American people a stimulus check. So I don't know. I feel like the
he got his own
priorities.
agenda.
Yeah, the priorities right now is like different. Maybe next year, maybe later down the year, we'll hear about Biden lifting up those bans.
Yeah, maybe.
Because eventually, with more people getting vaccinated, because right now, if you really think about it, they can't even lift those bans because not enough people in America are vaccinated. So if a person really wants to go to China, they gotta get vaccinated. China ain't gonna let nobody in America.
No, I'm not talking about the travel bans. I'm talking about the economic sanctions.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying before anything could really pop off, I feel like we got to get through all this first.
Yeah, but they're still going through with Hong Kong. I don't know if you remember, right before this shit went down, Hong Kong was rioting, like they were protesting, and Hong Kong don't want to be a part of them. I don't know if you remember,
I
like
didn't remember that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on around the world. Like it's gonna be a crazy next couple of years, but that's why it's so beautiful because there's so many ways to get money, especially in the music game. Like Jabari, all you need is a good 10,000 people that actually supports you. Jabari signed off.
Oh,
it's cool. Cause I can always.
We gotta invite him back.
Huh?
Yeah, we gotta invite him.
I know. Hold up. Cause I can edit it too. So
Okay.
I can invite him back in. Hold on, and then finish it up. All right. Let me invite him back in.
Yeah, you got it.
Hold up. Dang. There he goes.
Yep.
Yo.
Hola,
Yeah, we back.
Dang. Hey, Jabari, that's what I was saying. Like, you can get a worldwide fan base now. Like, it don't even have to be like a local fan base anymore. Like,
Oh, that's true.
it's crazy.
That's happening
Like,
right now.
yeah, you can get a good 10,000 people to support you, and you can make a career out of that. Like literally, like, you don't have to go platinum anymore.
You're not even lying, bro. You're not lying. I'm saying this every day.
I see
exactly.
people. Yeah, I see people donate.
Yo. Yo.
Hello.
I think you got muted or something. Hello?
He got booted?
Damn.
Nah, the connection probably booted him out. That shit just booted my shit.
Oh, he's a host. Never mind.
Huh? Yeah, he know how to get in here. He sent me the link. He just sent me the link. Yeah. I'm so hungry. It's down.
I'm hungry right now too.
I want the food.
I am hungry. What you want to eat? Oh, it's 10-11. This is a great podcast.
Yo. My fault.
Nah, you good, bro.
Nah, but I'm gonna edit it up and all that, but how you guys want to finish it off?
I was gonna tell you, bro, like how you said, the labels, you don't even need a label. With Facebook ads and Google ads and with like Submit Hub, things like Submit Hub, like you could literally enter playlists and promote yourself like a commercial, like a TV on commercial. You can literally just promote yourself so hard nowadays, and all you have to do is really just invest in yourself.
And barely too. Yeah, I invest $2 a day on Google ads.
$8.
And like the amount of impressions I get is like 200,000, and I might get like 1,000 clicks, but 200,000 people seen Beats by the Kilo Productions. So it's like it's worth it. Exactly. And like that's what it's all about.
So worth it, bro.
But the option that's in Philly, there's a problem with like people supporting other people. Like they feel like they're too big or too. But that's
that
weak.
boy Uzi, man. Uzi got to be out there helping the youngins.
It's the same shit over
but
here.
He's on his own vibe. Like, you know, sometimes when you start trying to help too much, then you get off your own.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, like, you know, you can't save everybody. You know,
you are right, bro.
You're only, you know, at the end of the day, you can try to help, but you know, you're only responsible for you. Exactly. Like
you can put the homeless man in the Airbnb.
Jabari could stop right now, and like this could be the end of it. Or he can go hard, and he can keep going harder. Listen, you're gonna get so many more failures than you are going to get wins. But when you get that win finally, it's going to be so much sweeter. Because, I mean, how many views is the most views you got on the video so far? Or a song, whatever.
On a video, a song I know, like a song right now, the highest I've got is Dead Wrong, and it's at like 76K, 70.
But
I think 78 maybe.
There's still about 7 billion people that didn't hear that yet. So like, it may be old to you at some point, but it's not old to other people. You have to, like he said, there's so many different platforms. Like this podcast that we're about to upload, it goes to Anchor, it goes to Spotify, it goes to Deezer, it goes to like over 30 platforms, like a Japanese platform, an Australian platform. Like it goes so many different platforms. So there's so many different ways to like get your stuff out there. Like, but like I was saying, the Beats by the Kilo Productions thing, that was always meant to be like a crew of people like from all over. I got my man over in London that raps. Like I said, I have my boy over in Belize. He sings and like he's in the music scene out there. It was all about pretty much just having connections all over, you know. Just to have, you always got to have connections everywhere you go.
Bro, with social media, that's the gift of it. That's like the gift. You could talk to a guy from Japan and then talk to a guy from Haiti and literally get them to listen to your music in two different sides of the world.
But that's what I'm saying. So imagine if you got a team of 10 people, all from different places. I'm in Philly. You guys are in Florida. We got somebody in London, somebody in Central America, somebody over there. But every time one of us drop, all of us post each other's stuff. So now you got it posted in London. That's like a billboard going up. And I don't know if you guys know, but you got to plan out before you're about to post something. Plan it out with your homies if you're about to post something that you want to like post up on everybody's feed.
Stories.
Plan it out with your homies and get them, soon as you post it, get them to like it and get them to comment on it and comment back. Because the more engagements you get right away in the first 10 minutes, that decides whether or not they're going to put it on anybody's feed or not.
Yeah, you got to make sure you save, make sure you share it.
All of that.
You just got to find the dedicated people. You just got to really like...
Nah, after this, bro, I'm going to put you in the group chats, bro. I got group chats for all of that.
Oh, you got all that? Yeah, I'm going to give you my number and all that.
Yeah, there's mad group chats. Once you post on IG, you just send like 3 emojis, and you don't even, because you're not even supposed to send the post, because Instagram has like this thing where they trace each post. Like each post has like a serial number, so it's like they see how many times it's been shared. So if you're sharing it to like a whole bunch of chats and stuff, they're like, all right, like obviously this nigga trying to get views on it, so it's not as organic. They're not gonna put it out as much. But if you just get like general, regular comments and shit like that, you be Gucci. Right. And there was another jug that I heard. It was like recently the algorithm changed. So like if you post on Instagram, you're supposed to leave the app. Immediately just post and leave the app. Have everybody, comment through text or whatever, but you leave the app and then you just let it run by itself, because the app Instagram, they want you to be on there, like scrolling, doing a whole bunch of shit. So like they're gonna try to see if they can send you more likes so you can come back, so they can show it to more people to make you, more inclined to
more
be there
face time.
Like, oh wow, yeah,
that's a gem right there.
I
never heard of that.
Like, damn.
It makes a lot of sense.
That's just new to algorithm.
That's crazy.
I do that anyway because I'm usually so busy. Right after I post, I usually just. But I try to do a lot of IGTV. But hold on, let me take it. My mouth dry as shit. But I try to do a lot of IGTV. But I just heard and it is true. All right, I was big on MySpace at one time, right? Then MySpace went away and Facebook came out. And then it was hard to convert all the people from MySpace onto Facebook because it wasn't like it is now, to where as though it was at one person. Like your MySpace name would have been one thing. And then when Facebook came out, you had to put your government name. So you might have had your rap name on your MySpace. So I lost pretty much all my followers except for the people that I knew personally. You know, like I had people from, you know, it's just all over the world, like, you know, on my MySpace.
In the
And
description,
when
you
that,
can't like change your name and put it there.
what do you mean? In the MySpace?
Yeah, in MySpace description, we to put your Facebook name.
Back then, it was like, it was weird. Like, yeah, it
They ain't
wasn't,
doing all that.
people didn't know if it was going to be Facebook or Twitter. Like it was just a weird time. And then it wound up like a lot of people went to Twitter and a lot of people went to Facebook. But like a lot of older people went to Facebook, like moms and shit like that. So like a lot of people got off of Facebook.
Went to
But
Twitter.
anyway, they own everything that we put up on there. So it's like I do all these IGTVs. At the end of the day, like they can their site can shut down, and you know, like
Wow, yeah, you're
my
back to zero.
content is gone. Exactly, and even the same thing with YouTube or anything. So that's why I got my own website now, and I put my content up on there. So there's no way that it can never happen, like, because that's one thing you never need is you to lose all your fans, because now I try to get all their email addresses instead of like getting files. I'd rather get an email address any day. It's just,
Future proofs it.
yeah, followers make it look good sometimes, but a lot of times like just the emails just make it, because they're waiting for your content. Like they're waiting for new beats. They're waiting for a new Jabari song. You know what I mean? So you know how that
That's
goes.
crazy.
So pretty much try to get the fans' email or their phone number.
Yeah, that's what the
At the end of
conversions
the
like. The Facebook, once you if you want someone like to pre-save your song, they gotta put their email, their name. So once it comes out, you could literally get an email about it.
Yeah, that's how it is on on BeatStars. If you want to download tagged version, you gotta put like an email, or you could put like to get a file. I just put get the email address, because usually like if people are getting a free beat, they'll be like, oh, "Damn, I'll put in my email." So now you got their email. So now you're sending them beats nonstop, and like who knows, somebody might use one of them beats at any given time. Like tonight, after this, I'm gonna go in there and start making some beats because I know it's Friday night, and I know a lot of rappers are in the studio all night tonight, and I know somebody's gonna be on Twitter asking for beats, and I'm gonna be looking up like, you know, tags on Twitter, like I need beats, send beats, and I'm gonna see like somebody that looks like they got money, and I'm gonna grab all the emails that they post, and I'm gonna put them on my list, and now I got emails I don't have, you know what I mean? Like I have them in my notes, so they're my customers now. They're not on followers or anything that can shut down at any given time.
Yeah, that's the next step for real. That's the next step.
Yeah, that's another thing people are talking about. That's why I got my website. I think it's just better just to have your own website, because it's not expensive at all, and it's like
Is it like
it's not
$14 a
expensive at
month?
all. I went through Bluehost. They're actually doing a 30-day free thing now.
You can even code your own website, right?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
I actually like I was doing that and it looked alright, but it looked kind of bootleg. And I just went on Fiverr, and some girl from Bangladesh did it for like hooked it up, like got to where it is now, like got like the SoundCloud player up, the BeatStars player up.
Wow.
Because like I got the premium SoundCloud account. and the premium BeatStars account. So like I can sell music and monetize it on both of them. So she pretty much hooked it up a lot. And she made it to where as though I can like hook it up myself. She put some type of I don't even plug in or something on there. But I don't know what she did, but she hooked it up.
It's definitely worth learning all that right now because that's where the future is going through. It's like websites, all these advancements in technology. Some more people are going to be like their own business, so you need to know like how to probably engineer your own website and stuff.
So how do you do that? If all right, this is the problem I've been having, and that's why this podcast is called "Learn as You Grow," because I'm pretty much learning as I go with my business, and learning from other people and all that. But there's only so much that you can learn from other people. You gotta take the stumbles yourself sometimes.
For sure.
So how do you be the one that makes the music, right? Puts the time away to make the music, puts time away to upload the music to all these different sites. You gotta upload them and keep on typing the tracks on to your ASCAP, to your Sound Exchange, and then you gotta make sure when you upload it to like see on I got distribution through BeatStars, so when I upload it through them, they send it to Spotify and everything. For instance, I send it I put a beat tape out and yesterday, and I put it on SoundCloud, and I tried to upload it and get it distributed to all 30 platforms. They said because the tracks were named it was called Your Type Beat Track 1, Your Type Beat Track 2.
You can't have it like that.
Yeah, and they were like, you can't have it like that. And now it's instead of coming out on the 25th, it's the 26th. So something that little can mess up your whole rollout.
You gotta be like a month ahead with your stuff. That's what some people tell me to do. Be a month ahead with what you're gonna be planning.
You definitely got to be a month ahead. But this is just something I was throwing out there anyway, because it was just something just quick. It's called the early days. Like it's actually old stuff that I'm pretty much just throwing out.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! You gotta go. It's on Spotify.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be released on Spotify, Apple Music, everything.
It's on SoundCloud now, but it's going to be on the 26th. It should be on everything. If they don't send me an email tomorrow and say something else is wrong with it.
Yeah, definitely. What's your name that you gotta look up if you want to find it?
Oh, it's called Beats by the Kilo, and it's called The Early Days. Oh, on SoundCloud, it's soundcloud.com / Beats by, and then a dash the Kilo.
Beats by the Kilo.
Yeah, that's production.
And to answer that question, I would do everything at once. Literally, with the distributions, it's kind of easy, honestly, because if you're gonna drop a song, you could just wait. Like if I'm gonna drop a song April 1st, instead of dropping it on SoundCloud immediately, I'll just upload it to DistroKid, and then they'll put it on all platforms on April 1st. And then another thing you should do is like run those ads before it comes. So do a whole campaign, a pre-save campaign for when people.
Do you rap?
Yeah, I make music.
Yeah, you make music.
Yeah, I make music. Me and Jabari been making music like all our lives. Really.
Yeah, and you help. And does Jabari do all that too? Do you do that too, Jabari?
All right. So basically, like the Google like ad thing, he kind of recently put me on, but like
exactly. So it sounds like you're more better with like the Google ads and stuff like that. Jabari's more better with like the instruments and all that. Like it sounds like Jabari got the instruments down.
Oh, bro, there's
like,
literally a picture. This guy is coming out the womb with a guitar in his hand.
Yeah, the instruments is where I go. But like with social, with like online presence and stuff like that, I really like kind of would focus more on like the Instagram side of it, like the social media, like the Spotify, not Spotify. He's more into the Spotify actually. He knows a lot about the Spotify playlist and like all that stuff. But like I'm on like Snapchat. It's kind of like more
Yeah,
like the
he's good at
personal side
promoting
of
and
it,
stuff
like
like that.
taking pictures and like gaining people to come look at like what I'm doing. And then like now I'm trying to get more into like learning how to, all right, now I got you on my page. How do I continue the views? How do I
Emails.
keep you engaged? How
Yeah,
do I
but
keep you
you're
looking
using
at me?
somebody else's platform. You know, like you'll never be able to get paid
What do you mean?
off any of them. You know, you might be able to get paid something, but you won't be able to get paid like you would if you had to eat.
Oh, you're talking about like
I
yeah,
think
I see
you
what you're
I
saying, like
think you should
directly
try to
through
get
you,
all
like
your
if you're sending like
followers' email addresses and just like tell them like, yo, I'm sending out new song coming out, and like give them a snippet and be like, send me your email address, and I'll send it. I'll send you this new track. I think you should really try to get everybody's email address, as many as you
I
can.
do see what you see
So
about the.
every time,
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, cutting off.
yeah, nah, you're good. There's this thing called MailChimp. I don't know if you ever heard of it, and like it's like
nah, what
something
is
that
that?
keeps all your they keep all your emails. So like you can send out an email and it'll send it to everybody. You could upload the track, send it to everybody, whatever, like Merry Christmas to all my to all my people, It's called MailChimp.
What's it called?
Mailchimp.
Yeah, like a chimp.
That's actually so good. That's what I was gonna
Chimp.
say. Like with the emails, once you've got their email, you can figure out their birthday. So once it's their birthday, you can be like, "Happy birthday! I think I had good year and everything, whatever." And then you could just be like, "I think I have a perfect track that'll fit your day." And then you could attach your link.
You know how
Bro,
good that'd make me feel
thank you for the
if I was
MailChimp,
like,
bro.
damn, this dude sent me like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, dang, like he thought about
and
like
that's so
even
smooth.
like,
That's so
Yeah.
smooth.
because there was one dude who I was messing around with Shopify, and like I was like messing around trying to make shirts and all that, and there was this one dude who knew how to do it and stuff, and he wound up sending me like six shirts that he did with my logo on it, and like four other shirts, and I was just like, dang, he went and did that and went out of his way for me. Like it made me feel like, damn, like for now, like yeah, like for now on, like
Before
whatever
sending
he
his stuff.
posts, like he gets a like from me, like whatever I comment, you know, he always got me on his team. Yeah,
That's a problem today. People don't want to go in there and support you first. They want to come ask you for a handout, hope you give it to them, and then now you gave me your
exactly.
handout. Now we're cool. Now I'm gonna give you that like. Now I'm gonna
It can't be.
nah. It's not that way,
You
man.
got to give them. You got to give them a sample first. That's even in the drug
That
game.
is smart though. That's smart.
You know,
And the thing with the,
if yeah,
I'm so sorry.
nah, you're good.
I was
Go.
gonna say the thing with the generation now is like you look, you got to be more personal for a person to like really like rock with you all the way. Yeah, you got to low key be personal, have like your
Connect.
business, some type of business out there, so that they can connect to. Because nowadays that's what people want. They kind of want an idol. They kind of want someone that they could look at as a symbol of like of hope. That's why like artists like X and Mac Miller, like Tupac.
You know what I think it is? What I think it is really like somebody that
Yes,
that has an
exactly.
aspect of what they want to be, but they can't be. For instance, like someone that's like painting their nails a certain way, and they're like, "Damn, like I'm like nothing against Catholic families at all, but like you feel me? Oh, I can't. I'm restricted. I can't do this. I'm in a religious household. I want to
Mm-hmm.
dress a certain way, but this guy, he's dressing the way I want to dress. Wow, I like it because he embodies something that I want to emulate.
And that's why it's like everyone's competing with each other.
Really
That's where all that shit comes from. Because everybody wants to like kind of keep up and be like a Cardi, but a great value version of Cardi. And it's just like it will never work.
There's always going to be people trying to eat off the same plate and eat crumbs, you know, and try to follow somebody's footsteps.
I feel like
and try to pretty much
that's the role they gotta play.
Snatch
I feel like that's the role like some people just gotta play. You need the hater so you could feel. You need an impersonator so you could tap in more into yourself. Because once they do that, you feel honestly it's kind of flattered that someone looks at your life and then they just look at all the great things you do and bypass all the like misery and all the like trials and tribulations you got to go through. It's kind of crazy.
Sometimes the labels force you into that direction. So there might be like a female artist that's say like Spanish and somewhat like looks like Cardi, and they might try to like push her in that direction to try to like act like her. I remember when me and my boy were in a group and like we were coming up, there was 2 times producers tried to change us. One, the first guy tried to get us to start rapping like real positive on some gospel stuff.
Right.
And like, yeah, like I wasn't with it. Like he actually like there was about 5 of us in that group, and he actually like I was the only one that didn't go to the studio with him and all that, because he was like trying to charge someone to go to the studio, and I was like, come on, like this dude, it just didn't feel right.
You can feel the fakeness. You can feel
like
the leech.
Yeah, it was just like he said he had connections, but like he didn't have no furniture in his house. Like he had milk crates.
God, I will not listen to that guy.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, like you're gonna try to tell us to rap positive, like it ain't looking too positive. It's looking cold as shit. It's cold and it's like it's looking real negative around this one.
You sit on the couch with
and like there ain't no couch. It was milk crates on the fucking floor. Like it was crazy. Like, and I don't know. He said he played the drums and all that, but he didn't have no drums.
You like, yo, I need to sit down and pull out a milk crate. He's like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, like imagine if he pulled out some trash cans and was like, yo, I'll play the drums. Like so, yo, that'd be crazy.
Hustle for real.
Yeah, but I mean, like he tried to break the group, and there was another producers. They were trying to get us to rap like we were like more country white dudes, like. Yeah, and like this was the time like Bubba Sparks was out and shit. Timberland had him, and like we're not on that. Like
Bubba Sparks
in Philly, yeah, like exactly. So like you ain't gonna try to have us like faking wearing like fucking overalls and shit.
Oh, you should like, try to say our boys up.
Like like not like we're on the pig, like we're on the fucking farm and shit. We're fucking come on, man. But nah, I'm saying that to say the industry will try to change it.
Oh, 100%.
They'll try to tell you to go like in one direction, and it's good now that people have control of their music, and but that's what I was saying about having a team, because I was telling Jabari earlier, like I said, I rapped for that long, but I stopped rapping and started producing, and by producing I don't just mean making beats. To me, producing a song, a record, is more than just making the beat. Producing a song is pretty much getting the flow of the beat.
Engineering it, mixing it.
It could be it could be that. It could be you ever see what Diddy like Puff Daddy does?
Like find
Like
talent.
he'll be in the studio and he'll be like, yo, play something like this. Like and then like Pharrell would start playing something like that. And then he'll be like, yeah, he'll be like, add that with the drums that you just played before that. And then like he'll pretty much, and that's how he'll get his production credit. Or he'll say like, yo, I want you to sample this and like flip this way and then put a bridge here and put an extra chorus here and had like DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled don't play no instruments, but he still produces songs because he puts the people together on them. He might, find the chorus for it. He still gets the production credit. And a lot of times, people that play instruments and make beats. Like, say if I have a beat for sale and Kanye wants to buy it and he offers me $5,000, he can flip it a little bit and sell it for $100,000 quick. So it's like that's the same thing Dre did with like Scott Storch. He took that piano off and put a little bit of drums behind it, and that's it. That's Dre's beat, just because he's signed under him. So there's a lot of that going on too. A lot of ghost producing.
Yeah, that's
a whole lot.
They've been doing that for years, for real. We don't even know who made the beats no more. But luckily now every day, everybody could like you could credit everybody that was in the room and everything. So now it's
bro, you can credit the drug dealers, bro. Like I was looking at what you call this shit. I was looking at DistroKid the other day with the credits and stuff, and that shit said like drug dealer groupie. I think you could do dogs too. Like if there's an animal
a plant, credit the plant for making a noise.
Yeah.
So if you're in the studio with anybody,
see, I go through BeatStars, but when I go through ASCAP for my publishing, and I got a writer's account and a publishing, for a company account, and what? It's cool.
Hold on, yo, boys. I gotta.
Yeah, but they make you put everything down. Then you got to go to Sound Exchange and upload it. And if anybody else tries to play it, like they're getting hit. Like you're going to get your money for it. Like they'll find out if somebody in Japan plays it and tries to like.
Oh yeah, they're gonna take everything. They're not gonna let nothing bypass.
Yeah, but it costs like $100 for the ASCAP thing. But like the Migos have ASCAP. They're it's a worldwide thing. And then you go through Sound Exchange and you upload the songs and all that.
Yeah, it's honestly so accessible. From what you were describing earlier, like it just made me realize how much easier we probably really do have it.
Yeah, right.
That is crazy.
Oh yeah, since back in the day, yeah. Since back then, there was no way to get your stuff copyrighted, like unless you had to mail it in, like snail mail, and like you had to have the address and all that, and there was no Google to get the address. So it was like back then they used to have to do what was called a poor man's copyright. You would record a song, put it on a tape, and then mail it to yourself and keep it in the envelope.
That's crazy.
That proves, because it's the stamp date on there, and that proves that like you had the song at that date.
That's
and you would like bring it into court unopened, and that's how it was. Yeah, that's how you did it back then, man.
There's so much free game nowadays,
It
bro.
was
You
called.
gotta be thankful, because like with things with Google, all these Facebook ads and stuff, like there's so much free game, free information. Like if some artists like nowadays, I don't even know like if majority of artists would even survive during those times, because there's like so much like real work you gotta do. It's more than just like recording the song and just posting it on SoundCloud. You gotta really, like you said, put it in the mail. You gotta really go out to Def Jam and be with your homies, be with the people that support you, and really mix them.
You gotta go to every corner in the city and get your name up in your city and like travel, and like pretty much that's how you get your name up. Like it was hard back then. And then like if you have the same name as somebody, that was even like the worst. Like because my name was Arsonist for a minute, and then like the producers that came out with for Cameron and Dipset was one of his. They were called the Heat Makers, and one of the name was Arsonist.
Wow.
And it was like I was promoting that name for almost 10 years.
Wow.
And then like that's why I changed it to M-I-Corleone, because I was like, if somebody fucking comes up with that name, then I'm just never rapping again. Like it's just like, because that was like the third name that somebody took, that somebody had, that like I had, and it was just like, damn, like, and like if they get a deal before you, then you're pretty much like
You're screwed.
trying to bite off them.
And he
Yeah.
got like literally 10 years of proof. I did not copy this guy, but still he came out first.
Yeah, right. They still ain't trying to hear
Yeah,
that.
you copied.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying right now. If like say Jabari had a hot song and you were better with like doing websites, like with a team, like you could do the websites, he could do the producing, like you know, somebody else could do songwriting or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can all do a little bit of
That saves so
something
much time too.
instead of
That
like,
literally saves so much time.
yeah. I mean, for me, there's not enough hours in the day. Like this will be the podcast for the week. Thank God, because we're on like 2 hours. It's like 2
I
hours and 8
forgot
minutes.
what we
But
talked about. We going
yeah.
hard.
So I got all kinds of. I can edit it all up. So I got all kinds of content for this week. But like, as far as like making beats and then having to upload everything and then having to take care of the website, and then it's just a lot. Trying to learn, like you said, the ads, Google ads, and keeping up to date with like all your Zoom meetings. And I got I engineer too at a
Oh
studio.
wow.
So like yeah, like tomorrow I got a session from 2
So
to
you're in
6.
Philly. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's crazy. That's literally crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, right in South Philly, 29th Street.
Yeah, there's not enough time in the day, bro. But luckily, you just made 2 connections in Florida. So
that's what I'm saying. Like Broward County all
so you
day.
literally just saved yourself like you saved yourself like probably a month trying to find good artists.
That's what I'm saying. Like soon as I heard Jabari, I was just like, oh yeah. Like
Incredible, man.
I think it was another page that sent me something. Yeah. Yeah.
It was that Japanese girl, bro. She real. That's real. I literally hit her up today, and I was like, bro, just send this to everybody. Like, send this to everybody. And she was like, all right,
see,
she sent me the screenshot.
That's what you need. So supporters like that. If you had 10,000 of them, that'd be better than having a million people that just like buy your shit and never like care about you again.
That's so true.
Like
a TikTok song.
Yeah, man.
After a while.
Yeah, they're die hard.
Yeah, exactly. Like my nephew got like his name's
yeah.
It's Chris Williams with 2 S's. he got like 1.4 on TikTok, and
1,000
like
or million?
it's going,
Yes. Oh,
million,
crazy.
and it's like it's going to his head because it's like when he goes on live, it's like mad chicks
Oh yeah,
just like he's like a model though, on some like model
so
and
girls
shit.
already giving him the
But
love already and satisfaction.
yeah, I mean, well, he's 21 now, but still, it's like, damn, like he grew up. It's going to his head. Well, it already went to his head, and like I said, like how MySpace faded away. One day TikTok's gonna fade away. There's gonna be something new
Oh
that
yeah,
younger
shoot,
kids like,
Vine.
and then like
Yep.
yeah, like yeah,
That's how it was
exactly
with
with
Vine. You
Vine.
know, being famous
With
on Vine.
everything, nothing stays the same.
But like
You
you
know.
said, learn as you grow, right? He's gonna learn. He's gonna learn eventually.
Yeah, that's what it's
He's
about.
gonna learn
You
eventually.
know what I mean? Yeah, but I definitely want to check back in with you guys and see what you guys got going on next time. So, what do you got? An album dropping, Jabari, right now? 911.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm gonna give you the exclusive. I actually do have an album I'm cultivating. It's called Ego Death. I don't know when exactly it's gonna come out, but that
This thing
album
go off.
is gonna be the
Okay.
album. That's all I'm gonna say. It's
Right
the
now,
album.
I got a single that's dropping
That
April
boy Evo.
6th, I believe.
What you got going on?
And after that, right now we got shows just coming out. A lot of shows, a lot of music video planning, just more content, honestly.
Oh yeah, Florida's open,
Oh,
right?
I never closed. Never closed.
Dang, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's love. See, Philly was locked down. All right, like
Hmm?
yeah, we were locked down for like 3 months from like
We were
Not
definitely
locked
Thanksgiving
out.
locked down,
to like
but not like that.
yeah.
Yeah, Thanksgiving being locked down. Oh my God, can't even
Yeah, it
see your
wasn't that serious.
family, and they have a capacity.
Nah,
How?
from Thanksgiving to February
Oh my
2nd.
God!
So yeah, like that whole time, our studio was shut down
Wow.
because we're in the fashion district. So I wound up having to pretty much buy
Oh, yeah, the
all
fuck
kind
up.
of equipment anyway, because I lease studios. There's 5 studios in there. There's a podcast studio, a green screen studio, like to make videos in. Um, there's all kind of stuff. There's like a bar. There's all kind of stuff in there, and 2 offices. So I leased it for a year, and then like that happened. Like, but they gave me like a month and a half back. But still, it was just a messed up time,
Thank
man.
God that you have these type of platforms because you can literally get paid off of just this podcast. So luckily, there's different
Yeah, that's what I'm
opportunities.
saying. Like, that's why I wanted to let you guys get your own little commercials in real quick. Like, because I can edit it up and like put commercials in between. So if you wanted to put like a little commercial about anything, follow me wherever, or
I'll be
like,
like, follow me on Instagram.
I got a certain, yeah,
Oh,
like I got no, like, I got these songs out on YouTube because Jabari is a popular name. The first thing that came up when I typed in Jabari 9-11 was the live that you did with
Skeets and Ashley Skeets.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And then it was 2 lives, and then it was your music, and then that was that one song that I came in on the intro with. Yeah, that was crazy. That's my
And that's what
jewel
I'm
right
talking
there.
about, bro. This guy would literally tell me, like, bro, go on Google, put this, do this, do that. It's really been like learn as you grow for real. Like 6 times.
Is this the dude that introduced you to hip hop? Bar? Oh,
oh
yeah.
no. That's my homie Sean McCormick. Shout out Sean. That boy in Jacksonville right now. But nah, this is a nigga that actually put me on the mic and actually like orchestrated me to record like my first ever rap song. Like my first ever
How
time
long
writing
ago?
bars was recorded in his
17.
house.
Oh yeah, the accident. Never mind.
Bro, that was like 2015,
Yeah, you're talking about
2016.
deeper, like
No, definitely not
2015.
2017.
No, 2016.
2016, if anything.
Yeah, 2016.
Yeah, you grow a lot since
That was
then,
like my
bro.
junior year of high school. Junior year of
Bro,
high
Musically,
I'm gonna
school.
let you
like,
know. We
yeah.
like. I don't even want to sound
We both have, bro.
like big headed or whatever, but we've always been like lyrical, always been like talented. Really, it's just like what was wrong back then was just the mixing at that point, mixing and promoting yourself. That was the only thing that was missing.
Yeah, we didn't know nothing about none of that, bro. Because we used to literally record like on on an iPad with Apple headphones and like the little staircase in school during lunchtime.
We
Like
would make
lunchtime
this.
would
I
hit
made
and we
it
just
like he
link
literally
up and then all
engineered a
right, we
song
go and we
called
leave
Van
everybody and
Man.
we
That
just
shit
end up
got
going
like
to recording.
1,000 views because we were just around school, word of mouth. Yo, we got a song out, got a song out. We made another song like Pill Rider, another like 3,000 views off like just off like telephone, just playing telephone people, bro.
See, that's learn as you grow
Yeah,
for real.
like we literally started from
Like
together zero and learned everything as we went.
he said I was in the during lunch in the
Now we here with
hallway
the people at.
on the side with some headphones.
Yeah, I grabbed my little PB and J after third period. Once 11:21 would hit, bro, I grabbed my little PB and J. I'd be the first one because my class was by the cafeteria. So I grabbed my shit and we go to the
Oh
staircase
yeah,
and then we just record. And then I remember there was one time these Brazilian kids, we were walking up the stairs and like they saw us recording. They were like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "We're making music." They were like, "Wow." Like, and then they
they
heard us.
would literally
They
sit
stayed for a
there
little bit,
again,
heard us
and they would
record, and they were
literally
like,
come
"Wow,
back
I
and
hope you
sit
guys
down
make
just
it."
to eat.
And they just walked away. That moment was so like, yeah. And it was just like, wow, that's crazy that like they see it. They've seen like us doing that. It's like
And
nobody
what's
else would
beautiful about it all is like
ever
literally
interact with us.
seeing
They
like
just
the
walk by
progress.
us like,
Like
oh, whatever.
people would
But
give up, and like how you said
somebody,
your homie slacked off. Like I'm seeing examples of that, and it's really just a wrong perception of what people have. Everyone thinks it's just like you're
yes, sir.
55. You said right? Yeah, exactly. You're 55. You said right?
A short
Oh,
term memory.
35.
I thought you said
30.
55. Nah, I
nah,
ain't there
nah,
yet.
nah. I didn't mean that in like a disrespectful way, but
Nah, I know.
yeah,
I'm
like
fucking with
you're
you. Nah, I'm
you're
35. I was born in 85.
exactly, and you're still going. You're still going hard. You're still 35, still making music, still finding different avenues you could succeed in. And it's just like there's another 35-year-old that was trying to have the same dream as you, and they just gave up. So really, it's kind of like you can't even view like whatever you're trying to do, music stocks, as like a short-term thing. You gotta like really have that long-term mentality because there's gonna be like a lot of failures.
If you want to get
Exactly.
something out of it, if you're trying to get
Plus, life
something
shows
that's
up.
worth anything
You
Exactly.
out of
know,
it, I see
um,
this. Like,
you know, you can do all the music you want, but life shows up. You might be depressed at some point.
You're not
You
lying,
know,
bro.
like and
I
not
was in my room
really
alone,
be
feeling
into music.
alone. Like you're right,
Yeah, like
100%.
you exactly
that's
like you might be in a different state of mind, whereas like your music, you go back to it and you're like, damn, I'm not feeling that way no anymore. So
You
like,
need money.
I'm not even. What was
You
I?
need money.
Not even. Yeah, that. But going back and looking at your old music that you wrote, and you're like, damn, what was I thinking back then? And then you're like, I need some new stuff. So it's just like a lot of time passes by sometimes, where like you got writer's
Mm-hmm.
block and you're just not feeling it because you're not making. Yeah, exactly. You're not making money off of it, so you're doing it for free for the love
Yeah.
of it. So you really have to love
Ex-
it to do this. You really
Bro,
have to
my
love it.
father, I remember I
And
told my dad I was making music. Guy shitted on it for like 10 minutes. So you gotta really have that like that armor, that spiritual armor when they're throwing like stones, boulders at you, you're able to lift all them up. Yeah, they gonna lift everything. Like you gotta really
oh, they
like
throw them all.
that's what
They
I'm talking
throw
about. Like in
everything.
this generation, a lot of people don't know themselves. They're like they see music, people who are popping with music, so they want to make music, but they don't really have that initial feeling. They don't even know how to really tap in to themselves. Exactly.
All the way, they're in it for the
They in it for the
wrong
wrong
reasons.
reasons.
They're
They're
in
just
it
trying to
because their
blow.
man did it, and then like
they want to blow. They want to be lit too. They want to get the
And you know
attention
what's
too. What
crazy?
the hell? Like, why my homie
Exactly
got to
what you
be
just
the
said. Why
littest
can't
nigga in
my
the
home?
city?
Why can't I be
What
the
the
littest nigga
hell?
in the
Why
city?
can't
Uzi literally said that he heard his homie rapping and he felt like he could do it, but Uzi did it the right way. He saw his homie doing something he wanted to do, and instead of like hating on it, he became his own person with the same craft that he was doing it and made it something he loved. Exactly.
that's how you gotta do it. You
he took
gotta learn as you
inspiration
grow.
the right way?
Learn off people too.
And
Like I learned off my homie. Like he was way better than me. So it was like I had to learn off him. Like, yo, I actually remember like messing around one time and we made a track like battling each other. Like we both like wrote verses on each other, like just to get our skills up. Like that's the type time we were on. But we were both so hungry at the time that it was just like there was no stopping us. Like we were going to get to that point at some time, and then, but like I said, life showed up. Like, cause once you hit around 23 to like 26, it's like, all right, you've been making music since you were whatever 12, and then it's like, all right, it's going on 15 years now. Nothing happened. You still like I did my share of shows and all that, and got my butt, then MySpace shut
Yeah, you're
down, like
right.
I
All
said,
that
like
life shit
stuff
happened.
like
Like you
that
know,
happened.
yeah.
So like you look at all the plays that you have that are like nothing now. It's like that's like having like a million plays on YouTube and then YouTube shutting your channel down.
oh no,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like being
exactly.
popular in high school
Yeah,
and then you
that's
graduate
that's
and then
really
you're
what
trying to
it's
find
like. But then you have to reposition.
Exactly.
Like now, I'm to the point where I'd rather help younger artists like get where they're going, and instead of stumbling the same way I stumbled, they can overcome that because they have somebody around them. You always need an OG around you.
Honestly, you're
Always.
so right. Shout out to my nigga Dan Anthony. That is a fact. Like when you have someone that really
shit. That's a
has good
fact.
advice and someone that has just knowledge that they could connect you with, and maybe a different type of point of view that you could really connect with, is kind of way better because you don't have to like guess.
Even like when you do shows, like there might be like a certain like feeling that like somebody older might get because like they've been through it. Like like if there's negative energy in the air, like, and you see that your homies ain't there, but like I'll notice it in the room, and that can
Have somebody.
really save you. Yeah, it could save you at some point. Just having that knowledge in the room, man. Like I know Will Smith, he keeps Charlie Mack around. He did since he was younger, since he rapped when he was the Fresh Prince. He always kept him around, and still to
Humbles
this
you.
day, that's his old hair.
No, I said
Who?
humbles you.
Yo, yeah. He's just somebody that gives them good advice. He was actually Meek Mill's
Remind
first
you where you came
manager,
from.
Charlie
Yeah,
Mack.
that's what you need, bro. And like how you
Yeah,
said about loving it,
yeah.
there's literally a Sade song called "Hang On to Your Love," and yeah, she's talking about relationship, and she's like saying, "Hey God, don't fuck. If you want your love to grow, you gotta literally have time with it, like spend time with it. Like in a relationship standpoint, there's that, but also with like passion. If you love something, you gotta literally hang on to it. You gotta hang on to the love of the passion that you got, and not like worry about the short-term effects that happen, or even if life does come through, you find a way to mold it within the current circumstances that you're going through.
Yeah, it's crazy because like they say that because like I actually like broke up with like left relationships for
You see?
music because like they wouldn't be able to handle me like promoting my music. And if I'm talking to like if a girl comments on my thing, they'll like say block her or whatever. Like
Oh my
during the
gosh.
MySpace days, it was different because it was all new
Story of my life.
So
at that
yeah,
time.
females are probably really
So like
on T.
yeah, like cause back
They
then
didn't know the
they would
jug. They
like
didn't know the
comment on
game.
your page. Like that's when you get a new friend, like or whatever. Like I'll comment on their page, they
Oh
comment on my
wow,
page. It was
that's
just
crazy.
something
That's
like
like the
that.
start of it
So it
all.
was,
Like now we're so deep in it.
yeah, that was the
We're so
beginning. Like, and then you had 8 songs that you were allowed to put in your MySpace player, and then like it was just crazy, man. Like you would put the songs up, and then they had like MySpace videos, and
Oh wow,
then
you seen it all,
it
bro. Like
got
yeah, you're a
crazy,
social
man.
media legend for real.
Yeah. Oh, I remember AOL when before you were even could even record yourself when people used to type their lyrics in like on their
That's crazy.
profile, like you would type like a 16, like and like every week update it
Sheesh.
like with a new 16. Like
That's
that's how
wow,
far
bro.
back it
That's
like
crazy, man.
yeah,
That's a
bro.
real grind.
I go back dinosaur
Yeah,
days, yeah, dog.
bro, you
Dinosaur days.
grinding, bro.
Like
Like people won't even do that
yeah,
nowadays.
before
Put
now.
a
So
whole verse on
I'm
Instagram
telling
story.
you.
That's actually smart. You put a verse a day. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Niggas would rob
Oh
your
hell
shit
yeah.
so quick.
But
Niggas would steal
it's
your
hard
song
to keep
so
up with
quick.
that sometimes.
Yeah, even with
Like
like
Yeah.
Instagram now, like it's hard to constantly post every day,
It's
post a
definitely.
new, even if it's the same video, like trying to gain that attention. But if you have someone like how you said a team, if you have a team or if you're in a relationship that supports it, like you just gotta utilize the tools that you got.
that's what I'm saying.
One tip that I have actually for like people that are listening right now with Instagram, like one thing that I've learned that I've recently started doing a lot is once you're in group, like try to see if you could find like a group of your friends that you could put in, like you guys were saying earlier, like once you know you're gonna drop, tell all your friends, like this is gonna drop, Sunday. Make sure you're awake at 3 a.m. Whatever it may
Mm-hmm.
be, because once you know that those people that's gonna support it, offer it, it gives you that more encouragement to like to drop and to post because I got recently put in like a group chat, and that's literally what their theme is. It's like we want you to post more. We want a lot of people to just to. You guys are already fire as it is. We
The
make sure the
posting.
group chat's
You
full of
gotta
fire
get a
artists. You
group
guys are all
chat.
fire.
You
So make
gotta
sure
get a
every
group
day
chat
you
where
you you
everybody
know
supports everybody. Like you all tell each other like I'm not talking about like
yeah
somebody
type
drops
shit.
every day and like we all got it like maybe like once a month if you drop like everybody supports each other like when they drop a new album and then like right away they listen to it, comment on it,
Yeah.
and then that's gonna put your music into other people's feeds because they're gonna see all these people. Cause that's the way it's beating the game. They're all these plays. Yeah, they're gonna
And
see
that
all the
gives you that
plays
encouragement too. Next
and
time you
all the
drop.
comments, and they're gonna be like, "Damn, like he got 50 plays and 50 comments and
He's the greatest
whatever in an
artist
hour."
ever.
Not even that. It's just like on, you know, is it exactly like he's an
He's
underground
reliable. He's
artist.
legit.
He has his own
People.
following. I got off the
I
phone.
trust
I've
my
been
ears
doing
with him.
so much business with people because on my website, the first thing is for 30-minute consultations on beatsbykilo.com. It's I do 30-minute consultations with people for free, and like I let them know if I can help them out in any way or whatever, and basically like they explain their situation to me where they're at in the music game or whatever. But anyway, I do that, So there's just so many grinds we could do with this game, man.
You
It's
just gotta be
like,
creative, bro. You gotta be imaginative, and like as you say, when life comes, remember like to stay. Don't fold up. Like stay strong, mentally strong. Because honestly, with life, there's always gonna be like ups and downs. There's always gonna be hardships. So you just gotta really like just manage through it. You just gotta really just know how to manage through it and adapt through each new problem.
that's what it's about. Like I said, if you're not ready to like be socially like criticized, if you can't handle that being like criticized, you're not ready for the game. If you're
Don't
not,
join this game.
even in your high school, like if you were in high
Yeah,
school and
you're
like,
not.
you know, you got clowned on the gram and like mad people seeing it, and like the next day you were
Basically, yeah, they told you not
yeah,
to wear those
like
blue shoes in high school, and you
for
didn't wear
real.
the blue shoes. You're
You know
not
what I
built
mean?
for
That's
this
why
It's
you gotta
game.
be
just
mentally strong. You gotta literally be so mentally strong. Like
So
all the
this,
spirituality
it's
talk or
crazy, bro.
whatever, like you gotta literally not
Hmm.
even like see it as something like that's pseudo or whatever, but just whatever like religion you follow, you gotta really be strong within yourself and within like your creator for really be like to not care what people say because everyone's gonna be a critic. Everybody wants to be like the judge of your show.
And not even a critic. Not even a critic. People yeah, like everyone has an
Mm-hmm.
opinion, and a lot of people really want to just give a negative opinion, whether
That's a
it's to piss you off, whether it's to get
because
you
they
to
want to
reply
be where
if you
That's
have
what I
you're
high
was
at.
telling him
status.
the
You feel
other
me? That's
day. I was telling him
negativity
you
is the
come in the
first
room with
route.
charisma, you come in the room with good energy, you come in the room feeling like you this on cloud nine. A person's gonna hate that because
Or you
Exactly.
couldn't. You don't even have
And
to feel
his
like that. You
girl,
could just come in the room
yeah,
on your own
but
type of
like you
time, and
said, your
already
own
boom,
type of time,
boom,
you
niggas
got
hating.
charisma, you got this, you know, you got all that. Now his girl's
you
looking
see,
at you
you see,
because you know
that's it.
she knows you're the bull. They got that
Exactly.
new
Mm-hmm.
song out, that new video out that's
Mm-hmm.
fire, and like
Bro, I seen it
you're
happen, bro.
prepared,
Literally, you
like
drop a music video, and then
Jeez.
people are coming up to you saying it's good, and then people just feel you feel the vibe change on the person you're talking to. You might have had a conversation, and that person wasn't acting weird before. A person gave you a compliment, and then the person gives you a compliment, and now you see that person's like more short answered, and they're not really like even wanting to talk no more. They're monotone as hell. It's just like there's this jealousy that people have because they don't believe in themselves is just wicked.
and that's what it's all about. And like you said, comparing ourselves to other people.
Exactly.
Like you can't compare yourselves to other people because you're not them. Like a lot of people come in the game and they say they're independent, but they really have somebody big money backing them. Like they really have people that. Plus, they do a lot of
Mm-hmm.
stuff like for clickbait and stuff. They do a lot of fake beefing and fake this and fake that.
Pony
They
tricks like
just
Takashi 69.
yeah. There's a lot of phony stuff that goes on, and it makes you wonder like, should I do some phony stuff sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like you might as well stay true to yourself.
But then you
Yeah,
also
Because it does
solidify your
bring them
name
the
as
actual
the
views. It does
person
bring them what
that's
they're
the
looking
corny
for.
guy.
At the end of the day, it's just
Exactly.
I mean, the only
exactly in
person
the
I
long
seen
run.
it work
The
for is
longevity of it, it's not
the
gonna
kid
last. But
what was
Six
his
nine.
for
name,
now,
Boone, nah, Boone, nah, Boone dot,
Boom
nah,
gang.
not Boone dot,
Lil
Boone
Boone.
gang, yeah,
He
Boone gang.
changed his life
You
though.
know,
He did a positive thing at the end.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the
Yeah,
longevity, it worked for him because he changed his life
yeah.
and like,
I mean, to be
Mhm.
real, it put him on, but like he kind of discredited him a lot to anything he did. Like
yeah,
now he makes
but
music, and it's like it's kind of
Stealing.
hard for people to
yeah, but
gravitate towards
he
his
went
music
to the
for
Lord
really what it is because
and like
they know him for
I
the
don't know if you've
movement
seen
shit.
him lately, like. He's really into like religion
Christianity.
now.
Yeah, now he's a Christian.
Yeah, Christianity, and he like explained
Yeah.
like
Yes. Yeah.
that. he would always have to do that he was a foster child or whatever. Like, yeah, and it was just like,
honestly, that video is real,
I saw
bro.
that
Like,
video when he was in Miami. He actually,
you kind of
yeah, I saw that.
understood like what was going on,
because
but
he is the same guy influencing tons of kids to boot gang, fuck this shit, steal everything. So it's kind of like it's good that he is actually like rewriting his wrongs through like changing his life. Because regardless if you're a Christian or not, you could just see that and like be proud of someone that's at least like making an effort to change. You know.
That's why people gotta stop worrying about opinions of other people, because that can save somebody. Like for instance, there's a lot of drug addicts in the rap game that like Lil Wayne when his plane got stopped, he had heroin,
Oh my
he had
god, not Wheezy.
all kinds of stuff like heroin, and you can see Lil Wayne doing heroin too, because he's like, oh wait,
it is crazy, bro. And Wayne did influence. I love Wayne. Right now, I'm saying this to all the listeners. Wayne was my first favorite rapper. But Wayne is literally like he does promote the sex, money, and drugs agenda, and it's like honestly, bro, with the generation that we're just born into, it's kind of hard to not want to compare yourself. And I'm not speaking for me, but I'm speaking for like the kids that are just born into a cell phone. Like,
no, I'm not saying that anything's wrong with even if Wayne does that. But what I'm saying is, talk about the bad side of it. I like how Rick Ross talked about the bad side of it. He talked about when he had them seizures and he almost died, and he said it was drinking codeine and all that, and like he admitted to it. And Meek Mill, when he was talking about the perks, and he admitted that he went away to Atlanta and went to rehab, like for like that's like one of the reasons why he got locked up.
yeah, you're right.
Because
you give both
left
sides.
on the judge, yeah. But he told, yo, I was messed up on perks, I had to withdraw off them, I had to go to rehab, detox, whatever. And he told that side of it. And that side needs to be told more without people criticizing, judging, and saying quick,
It's just so much harder now for real to do that.
What you say?
It's so much harder for like people to do that nowadays, honestly, to not judge, to not have an opinion, because they like with the cell phones we could all have an opinion now. It's just
everything's circulated around opinions, comments.
Yeah, it's literally like you don't even have to worry about you don't even have to know the person.
That you can't worry about them because you got to worry about who you're helping. If you're helping a million former drug addicts with a song, but
focus on the audience.
Say 100,000 people are clowning you, it's still worth it at the end of the day, because you got 900,000 more people supporting you. And if they're clowning you, they're still watching you. They clown you. I don't give a fuck. As long as I get that view at the end of the day, it's whatever.
Right.
So as long as you come out like Eminem when he came out with the I'm Not Afraid and all that, and he admitted that he overdosed and all that. He wound up on how many times platinum on that album?
Because he was so honest, he was so authentic.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
you gotta
if
be
more
authentic.
people did that, I think it'd be real, like, because there's no way. I remember what's his name from the Bay, began Mozzie. I remember Mozzie stopped drinking lean, and he was on his lot, and he was laying on the floor in the bathroom by the toilet, and it like that showed like how real it was, and like he was like, yo, this shit is like death, and like he had a blanket around him, and like that pretty much showed how real it was, and I respected him more for that. That like
it's just really we gotta start first. You're right.
Yeah, like, cause people get caught up in addiction, man. When you're that young and you get that much money,
Oh yeah, you're
and
done.
yeah, like that's in the studio, and say you're in the studio with Wayne, and
Ooh.
Wayne's like, yeah, you want some of what's in this cup? Like,
Oh
you
my
might be
God.
like, let me get a little tip. And then before you know it, you're feeling great. You spit the best verse you ever spit in your life.
Oh my
Like,
God.
oh my God, like they're hyping you up. And then the next day you're in the studio, you're feeling a little bit damp, like you're not feeling the same way. But that drink's right there again. And you can take
Damn.
it that and then be there again. And then before you know it, it's an everyday thing.
You're
And then
chasing
you're
the
hooked.
feeling.
Yeah, and then you're never going to get that feeling again.
You're so right, because I see kids our age or people our age just like, get lost in that now. And they are chasing a feeling like that they felt in high school because, you just did those perks. You just did all those crazy drugs. And now you're trying to do it again. Just like caught in a
I'm
loop.
I'm not I'm saying it all over,
Mm-hmm.
like Philadelphia, with young kids like that. It used to be like the younger kids would hustle and get money, but now they're getting high on perks like early. And if you take them 3 days in a row, you're caught. You're addicted. It's a wrap. Like it got you. Like you're gonna go through a withdrawal.
Oh my
Like
God.
3 days in a row, they got you.
I can't even speak on
Like
that. I never did that before, for real.
yeah. So I'm telling you, because in Philly, that was it's. They say Texas, but really Philly, they've been doing this since the '80s. They've been lean. Like way back, they called it pancake and syrup, and syrup, and like it been a thing out here, and like it just leads to the wrong thing. So that's something that I think needs to change in the game, to where as though people should you know just talk about
Stop glorifying drugs.
no getting people to not be so scared to admit like, yo, I got a problem.
The
You know
thing
what I
is,
mean?
they're also making money, though. You have to think about the labels making money off the people that are doing the drugs.
Yeah, but there's a market for people that got off of drugs too.
Yeah, you're right. You're actually 100%
Yeah,
right.
I mean, with Not Afraid and all that whole album, Eminem proved that.
They just gotta
So
promote that more. You gotta honestly, people just gotta look for it. Like other people, like family members and people surrounding you, should just like give you that opportunity to see those different those different
yeah,
sides you could take.
you see how it's promoted so much. There, all right. For instance, back in the day when you made a song, you were never allowed to say like weed in the song. You were never allowed to be like, I got what I need. I got what on the radio. It was never going to be on the radio. They would always
Mm.
get it out. You would never be able to say bitch, like ass, none of that. Like you would always have to like do a whole different mix for the radio and switch up the words,
Mm.
and like you would never be able to talk about drugs. Like Molly
And,
Percocet would have never been that would,
and now it's literally a hit. That's literally a hit.
and that's what I'm saying. Like a
And Juice
glorified.
WRLD said that. Juice WRLD said Future was the first person that got him into influenced him into taking Percocets and lean. So it's really with the music programming too. If you're a child and you're like 10 years old, and then you hear a song on the radio just promoting drugs and everything, you're gonna be way more influenced because the artist is like a hero to you.
Yeah, but and then the artist is just saying like, look, I'm just speaking my life,
Yeah.
and like Wayne said, like you know, don't even worry about what's in my cup, but
Mm-hmm. Even Future says he doesn't even take. Future says he doesn't even take lean.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. But he has to say that because he has a kid and he was going through child support and all that, and with Sierra and whatever.
Yeah, you can't just be out in the open saying whatever.
You can't do that. That's even like when you run a business as small as mine, as far as like having a studio and doing music production.
Yeah, there's things you can't say.
Yeah, like I had a 15-year-old in one of my sessions and lied and said he was 18. So now, what if I would have smoked some weed with him or something, and he went back home to his mom? And his mom was like, "Well, like, who are you smoking with?" And then now that's pretty much my whole business and everything. I'll probably, whatever. Like,
that's what you gotta you gotta really save the children for real.
But you don't even know their children sometimes. That's a crazy thing. So that's why when you're doing business, you got to do clean business. Until unless it's the artist.
That's facts. That goes in all aspects. Because even if you're a drug dealer, you selling to a fucking kid, you don't even think about it. This thing, you just kind of supported. You started his drug addiction without just for a couple $.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit crazy. I mean, it's just crazy. But anyway, you guys that got anything you want to promote? One more time. Before we sign off.
You can follow my Instagram, Jabari9-11. I got Agent's music video out now. The real way to spell my name, my artist name, when you're looking up on all platforms. Oh, JABARI9-11. But on Instagram, it's 9_11. But yeah, Agent's video out now. Dead Wrong out now. You're going crazy. 2021. AMG for life. All of that.
Dead Wrong's crazy too.
Dead Wrong.
Bro, man, that song up, bro. That song is gonna be the one.
Yeah, I can't even front.
Take me to the White House.
I can't even front. That song is crazy.
I gotta hit the video for that soon, bro. I talked to the videographer. We finna shoot that bitch. Once we shoot that and drop it, it's over. What's up?
All my songs about you. Featuring Audio Crisis. That's the one too.
That was legendary. Yeah, that's legendary. That song they try to really get that off all streaming platforms, bro. We're gonna get that back.
Yeah, that's a banger right there.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Anything else?
You could find me on Instagram, Evolyt, but when you're looking up my name on Apple Music, Apple Music, Spotify, it's EVOLYT, and then on Instagram it's EVOLYTT. There's 2 T's on Instagram, and you can follow me on Twitter, EV0LYT, and then you could listen to Bedroom music videos out, produced by Audio Crisis as well. Bedroom Responsibilities, and then more songs coming out soon.
You already know, and that's Philly to Florida connection, and probably from in a year from now, we'll do another episode and see where you're at and see what you learned and how much you grew. So, on that note, we're signing off. It's M-I-Corleone, live from Philly.
All right, bro. I really appreciate you, bro.
No doubt.
Thank you so much.
No doubt. Come through anytime. All right. You know.